And she's trying to decide between Nox, Shatter, Crown of Madness, and Cloud of Daggers for her last. She picked Heat Metal all by herself too.
Shake and bake.
I will definitely say, last night on my offline game, Cloud of Daggers turned out to be clutch for our
Yeah,
team. So
it looks interesting. Shatter has changed a whole lot. It's a lot scarier than it used to be.
Well,
Shatter
when it
plus
worked, it
Thunder
was good.
Cleric is a Shatter plus Thunder Cleric equals dynamic entry.
Yeah, yeah. Shatter now is just like, holy shit, it's a thunderball.
Yes.
So great. Um, it's kind of funny. She was frustrated with the level ones, but now she's like looking at these on her own, and she's like, I really like these other two too. So now
That's how it goes.
we're starting to get her in there, boys. All right, let's get so she's got heroism. What was her other one that we picked up? I need to look at that. Bane. That's right.
Yum, 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 yum.
By the way, guys, Bane. Yeah. Whew.
Yeah.
Good spell.
Bane's
Yeah.
pretty scary. I was like, damn. When I was looking at it this morning, I was like, that's a 1d4 now. Back in the old days, that was just a -1. It was like, and it was only for attack rolls, and this is like -1d4 to everything, and I'm like,
Attack rolls and saving throws, I think.
yeah, all of the good combat things. It's kind of horrifying.
Yeah, it's really useful.
I mean, there were a lot of bad spells in third edition, and I can't even comprehend fourth edition. But
Well, third edition, it's not that third edition had bad spells, it's that third edition had broken spells and all the other spells.
okay,
Yeah,
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
very much
Fifth
so.
edition did a good job of making everything look at least a little interesting. There's a couple of duds in there, but not too many.
There's Zale Mutt. Hey Zale, how's it going?
Yeah, the biggest dud in fifth edition, I'm going to be entirely honest with you, is probably has to be either True Strike or Blade Ward.
I knew it was going to be True Strike.
I'd say
I was
True
like-
Strike. Blade Ward at least gives you damage resistance for a turn.
I've never
Yeah,
looked
but
at
you have to
Blade
use
Ward,
it
but I don't know.
before you take the hit. It's not a reaction.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're literally giving up your entire turn to take half damage on the next attack.
But yeah.
So you're doing nothing for a whole turn.
Yeah, no, to hell with that shit.
And you're a wizard. You should be doing DPS or something, or debuffing or buffing or something.
Like, I have to have damage, so I'm gonna take my giant, stick, and I'm gonna beat you across the fucking head with it.
Hitting people with a stick takes the same action as casting the spell.
That is
You can't even do that.
Okay.
If you could use Blade Ward as a bonus action and then use your action for something else, that'd be totally different. It would be a no-brainer. You would use it all the time. But because it takes an action to cast it, and anything else you want to do as a wizard is most likely going to be an action, you can't use Blade Ward in any effective way.
right.
True Strike at least theoretically has a use. It's still terrible, but theoretically. It's bad because it's mathematically inferior to just swinging twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said math. Die. English
See, it's really simple math. Do you want to attack? Do you want to hit once or hit twice?
I
Yeah.
want to hit twice, goddammit.
Then why would you want to roll twice to hit once over the course of 2 rounds?
Because I don't. Because it's dumb.
See, there you go. See, super simple math.
I could still see a use in Blade Ward if the tank is down. I could still see a use in that.
I think I know what the evilest curse should be of D&D.
I'm going to officially give it to True Strike.
No one knows if they're hitting or not.
I'm going to officially give it to True Strike because it's like it's so habitually bad too. Like it's not even like it's been bad for 1 edition or 2.
It's always bad.
Yeah, it's a 5 long running joke at this point. So I'm gonna give the award to True Strike just out of tradition.
Now, to be fair, a lot of that is because if True Strike were not bad, it would be like broken.
But sleep is always busted. So
Well, right, but I'm saying being able to just tell someone, "Hey, you're guaranteed to not miss," is just plain broken.
Yeah.
yeah,
So if it weren't bad, then it would be too good. So I always got the feeling that True Strike is one of those things that's just, it's there because the game's supposed to have it, but nobody has ever wanted to use it.
I think there's some Pathfinder builds that have like True Strike being okay to good. I don't know that off the top of my head though.
Yeah, but you kind of have to be the kind of person who really loves math to play Pathfinder.
It's true. Well, I like Pathfinder. It's
You have
not
to be a
perfect.
moderate psychopath.
I can accept that. I just think it did a lot to bring. I think a lot of good things came from Pathfinder and made 5th edition a much better edition than 4th edition essentially was. And I don't say I want to go out my way to play
for very different reasons than you.
it. But Pathfinder
might be
second
slightly
edition is
leaning
not
on
good.
Crown of Madness for her second.
Crown of Madness is not a bad spell.
No. It's definitely pretty useful. I was looking over it earlier, and I'm like, that's
Now,
actually really solid.
I will let you know that save DCs being what they are, most spells like that have about a 50-50 of going off most of the time. But
okay, well, she's taking
at least against and less against the targets you really want to use them on. But it is a good way to take one target out of a fight and do some damage to another. So.
All right, we've got her spells done, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to move her character sheet. Where are the sidekicks so I can have them all together? One of them's probably getting left behind, but okay, so there's Mako, sidekick 1 and sidekick 2. Okay, we got all of our guys ready to go. Let's get her into Discord here.
Oh, I forgot to pick one more spell for Mako.
You should do that.
That would probably be a good idea. Yeah.
So
hello, everybody.
I'm good. I've picked all of my spells. I have all the best spells.
I mean, let's be honest. Like casting backstab is pretty awesome.
Wait, what?
I mean, to be fair, we did get to play around with that a little bit.
I don't get me wrong. I love my sneak attack. I'm just the only PC with no magic. But now I have psychic shit, so that's okay.
The no magic saved our ass. We just pointed and you stabbed it, and we were like, hooray, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah, we pretty much determined that Theris was just having a psychic episode the whole time, and that's why he couldn't talk.
Who cares? It was amazing. Have Spacey Adventurer will stab. Like,
Yeah. And that you're good in 5e.
I don't want to like kill anybody while I'm in control of them and it's not mine.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to our stream. This is the modified Ravenloft / Curse of Strahd game that we've been running now for a few weeks. I believe this is week number 7 in our brave adventures. Our brave heroes have managed to get themselves into a bit of a scrap against a nobleman known as Trevarin. He is Lord of the Black Drakes, and they've made a frenemy out of him. They got their shit kicked in pretty hard, and they gave just about as good as they got. Trevarin has left them with an alliance proposal that they're all going to be discussing, and also, he gave them a hint as to, one, they need to be stronger because they barely handled him. They definitely can't handle the Beast of Ravenloft, or the Beast of Barovia, rather. And he aimed them towards the haunted house as a place that they might want to sharpen their skills within. We're waiting on our new player. This is going to be her first D&D game ever. Just waiting on her to join us. And
You just did. Welcome.
Hello.
At long last, we have been joined by Foxy.
May still be setting up her microphone.
Yeah, she's probably still messing with it. Okay, so we've got our test rolled Eldritch Blast, it looks like, over there.
Making sure the character's working right.
Yeah, but good time to iron out all these little details before we get crazy. Happy birthday, by the way, to Foxy.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
I know it's tomorrow, but we're all together today, so.
Oh, what the actual hell? Oh, wow, that is broken.
What'd you find?
I just read what Bane was.
he's really good.
It can make an honest shot at giving sleep a run for its money. Okay, so she's just gonna probably listen to us in comms and probably do her rolls and stuff through D&D Beyond for now.
Okay.
And then just type out. You can type in the Discord chat in RPG Dicebot.
Mm-hmm.
Just scroll up there and click on RPG Dicebot, and that'll let you type.
You'll also be able to see all the rolls in there.
Also, you can roll your character stuff. I believe it was working the last I checked. On D&D Beyond itself, you just click on the roll, or like on one of the numbers on your character sheet, and it'll do the roll automatically into chat.
By the way, got Karis fixed.
Okay, nice.
I also leveled him up to 3, so.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
His was the only thing I didn't get around to. Everyone else I managed to get into.
I got it taken care of. All he got was he crits on a 19 and he got 7 hit points. Just took the average for him.
Shoot.
Check all the notes and all the tabs.
You're the one with the bow, lady.
No, it's a really tough choice for a dog.
Let me get our tabs brought over to the other thing so that I can just more easily do stuff if needed.
I think the only thing the dog needs is Thunderborg. Just saying.
Okay.
I'm trying to pick a good third one for doggy, damn it, shut up. It's hard picking spells for a dog, because how are they going to use, spell components?
With a divine focus.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Actually decided I wanted to get him a leather collar with the holy symbol for his divine focus.
Repeat exists.
Now we need an evil enemy cat for him that casts his evil necromancy spells with this adorable bell collar, It'd be
No, die. just die. No.
Jingle jangle skeletons.
Okay. Let me make sure that I have Crown of Madness added in there. Thank you for pointing that out.
It's the strangest tabaxi I've ever seen.
No. Shit, I don't know if I want to choose Bless or Shield of Faith.
Bless is better.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. Crown of Madness has been added to Foxy's sheet.
Okay, Bless has been added to Bless for Mako as a third.
Hope Ann is armed with Blade Ward,
Inspirational
Clap,
Awoo.
Dissonant Whisters, Healing Word, Heroism, Bane, Heat Metal, and Crown of Madness.
Nice.
Nice. There we go. Good doggy. The doggy has Bless.
I do believe we're ready to rock and roll. Alright, so let's make sure Foxy's sheet is working. Click on something for her in here. Make an initiative roll. That'll at least let me see if it's working at Beyond, on my end at least.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, looks like it's working.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a something as a test, Foxy, on your character sheet.
You just click in one of the boxes where the number is.
Just anything will be fine right now, just to make sure that it's still working. I assume she can hear us.
Yeah.
I hope. Otherwise, we're gonna have to fix her headset.
There we go.
Or do we have to do her? Okay, I think we gotta do, unless she's already done it. Did she? I don't know. Okay, can you hear us, Foxy? Let's start with that.
Type something if you can hear us.
She's got a new headset, chat, so we're gonna be ironing out some stuff. Okay. She doesn't know where to go to roll. Okay.
Just click any of the numbers or the things underneath the numbers on the character sheet.
Oh, and for those. I had another cantrip. Jesus Christ.
Let's do.
Hey, how do you get your picture to attach to your thingy? God damn it.
Click exclamation mark update, and I think that'll update all the information in Discord for your character, including the thumbnail. That's how it worked for me, at least.
Let's make sure that she's got it linked to the bot. If not, then we can fix that.
I don't know. I just looked one day and there was a picture in the corner of the thingy, and I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know how this thing still works.
It's the magic techno gods. They have answered our prayers.
Yes,
Okay,
magic.
yeah.
Oh, magic.
So we gotta
techno.
link her things. Okay.
As long as the Omnisci is with us, we can't lose.
Ah, shit.
And just because you said that, we're gonna die grievously horrible deaths now because RNGesus has been incised.
The Omnicide is a bitch anyway. Represent Necrons forever.
Yes. Okay, that's not what we needed to do.
As long as you're not worshiping the hungry god, we're all good.
No, we Pokemon ours.
No. I'm talking about like how they worship the Genestealer cults worship the hungry god. Is that or the hungry emperor? I can't remember the name of it now.
Just one of these then. Do it this way. Share video.
I'm getting tingles. I think I'm gonna upgrade to some Bluetooth headphones. Maybe at the end of the year. I'm still thinking about it. I gotta save money more than spend money, but it would be nice.
No, do both at an exactly equal rate.
Like, I'm not using headphones at all. I'm using this little.
So we got the character linked into the campaign, so we just got to get it to her character sheet, which will be easy enough.
Hey, this is my weird music.
I don't want to listen to your weird music.
Well, go away.
Oh. You go away.
I can't.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, it's just bringing up a side screen for hers. Let me see here. Let's go.
As long as we don't sing songs, we can't be kicked off Twitch.
No, it tastes bad. You want to taste it?
View characters. Let's go to hers.
Oh shit, these are pretty good.
Can I just roll from the phone is the question.
I'm hoping Warhammer Plus goes away so I can buy Warhammer stuff again and not feel bad.
That's not gonna happen.
I know.
It's successful enough for them. It's not going to happen.
Oh, that is tasty. Mmm. Hey, honey, you found Hulk cheeses.
And explain the war in heaven, we got to explain.
Okay, so it's not letting me do the rolls from the phone, which is weird.
Something
Might
about
just be because Aaron might have your channels in emote mode apparently.
Why? You piece of crap bots. What the hell? I don't want it in that. How do I fix this now? God damn you, Twitch.
Subscribers only chat, only math subscribers can chat right now. Subscribe and join. That's what it said when I tried to type something in.
You know, maybe you should have typed better.
Twitch.
I probably should have.
Damn it. Yeah, so they broke their shit last week. And we're still apparently dealing with it. They broke their shit. Now we gotta figure out how to fix that while on the rest of this. Channel chat settings as an admin, that would be great. Yeah, no and no. There. Alright, you guys should be able to do that now.
Wait,
I guess SariBot was being stupid.
Gibberish works.
Okay. So now we still gotta figure out Foxy's issue, because she can't even get it to roll, and I can't get it to roll from the phone. Like, I can make
If
it
she
roll.
logged in, she might. If she's not able to roll on her end, she might have to re-log in so her character sheet is registered as her.
Okay, that's probably what's going
the
on.
biggest thing.
Exclamation point, update. There you go.
Yeah, roll now.
Oh. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so Nori's works.
You got the picture.
I got a picture.
Yes.
I'm the only one without a picture, but that's okay. I'm the rogue. I'm invisible anyway.
We're getting there.
You just wait. There's going to be a point where I literally am not allowed to roll under a 9.
Okay.
And by that point, I'm going to have like a plus 12. When you get to the point where 20 is your minimum possible stealth roll, no matter what, you know you're doing fine.
You don't need that invisibility spell, it just slows you down.
This is so weird. I don't know why it's not.
Well, maybe you'll like the fact that I picked up the darkness spell.
Well, it won't help me any, but...
I don't know why it's not. It should at least be trying to roll in there. Okay, did it do? Okay, we got there partially. Okay, so we made it work for that now.
I mean, when you're clicking, I can see you rolling from her sheet. I can see the rolls coming into the chat.
Yeah, now we just gotta get hers to work. Like, we still can't get hers to work for some reason. Like, it's not even rolling on her phone.
Is she activated?
Well, she's not, like, we're not even to that point yet where we can tie it to the bot yet. She can't even get her character sheet to roll for her on her phone.
Is she currently logged in?
Yes.
Let's see. I'll turn mine on the phone real fast.
Yeah, and I've been rolling from the phone for the last little bit, trying to make sure that it's working on mine.
Oh my god, that would be a broken-ass cantrip for a dog.
What's that?
Primal savagery.
Yeah, I rolled and it worked. Does she have Discord on her phone as well?
Yes, that's why she's here with us.
And she has those accounts linked.
Well, she can't even get it to roll on D&D Beyond, is what I'm saying. We haven't even gotten to the point where we can even worry about Beyond the bot yet.
It sounds like she's just looking at a character sheet and doesn't actually have the character open on the phone, is what my guess would be.
That's why I was asking if she's all properly connected and logged in on her end, because if she's looking at a sheet but she's not logged in and signed in, it won't register her as the player and it won't let her hit the buttons. It also has to be on her account. If you created the sheet and then handed it to her...
No, she's on hers. It should be.
Okay.
Yeah. Her player's listed as,
And make sure that it's not set up as, like, read-only or whatever.
She also might have to have it off private, maybe?
Probably it's public. I can see it.
Okay.
So...
Any of us can actually see it. You just go up to Campaign Travelers by Fury on your sheet, and you can click on everybody else's sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
it's
were
got
looking
her
at your
listed
sheet
as
last
the
time.
player. So it is tied to her.
And she's just got to be she just has to log in with the same D&D Beyond account that you tied to her, the player.
How your guys' week been going?
You know, not terrible. got my
Ridiculous.
I got my new schedule.
Well, the good
Working from
part
home
is
sounds awesome.
my schedule has become freaking static, so I'm happy about that.
I changed my schedule on purpose. My schedule's not technically the way that my job works is they don't change my schedule on me. They offer me a chance to change my schedule if I want to. And I'm working 4/10s now. I've got the weekends and Wednesdays off. So
Nice.
That does sound very nice.
And working from home means that I don't have the, commute back and forth all the time. So that means that the 10-hour days aren't going to be nearly as bad as they were when I was doing it before. So
Nice.
I got my 3D printer back up and running. I'm hoping the new print works out. I'm trying to build the D&D dice rolling tower.
nice. One of my buddies upstairs is printing out a bunch of figures for our D&D games.
That's the dream right there. I just got to get good to get there.
It's his current ADHD hyperfocus, put it that way.
Ah. The ADD hyperfocus.
Yeah.
This is glorious.
Here.
Hyperfocus are good.
Okay.
Let's see another roll.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to... Has it still not done it?
She's doing this all from the phone? Can she try it on a laptop or something?
I'm trying to get it so that I'm seeing what exactly she's got going on. Yeah, I kind of wish that we could work from home. That would be so awesome.
That would be harder in your job, though.
It would. It would.
Maybe if they get the drones set up, then you can work from home.
Well, the sad thing is like, at least in my particular case at the job site. Okay, so she can hear us. That's good.
That's good.
Yay!
We've at least verified we have audio.
You have to stop Matt talking. Stop.
Theoretically, I could still be as effective at my job, or more so, than what my predecessor was from home, because that's how lazy he was.
I was gonna say, hearing what I have about your predecessors, that's not saying much, and it's not something to aspire to.
Right?
I'm just saying.
And I'm a pretty lazy guy, but I wouldn't aspire
I
to
could
that.
at least keep up with the work orders and the air conditioning shit from home. That much I can do.
I'll put it this way though. I have learned this. I'm never giving my phone out more to the people I have to now, because I'm getting the stupidest calls to unlock things after I'm already left work that is just getting tedious.
I don't do when I'm not clocked in, I'm not at work. They cannot reach me.
God, that is
Well,
so
they
weird.
think I live there.
Well, see, I fixed that problem by I'm not on the clock right now, so I'm not answering the text or answering the phone. And if they don't like it, well, pay me better.
Fair point. Fair point. I am starting to turn on Do Not Disturb mode a lot more.
I don't even bother with that. I just don't answer the damn phone. I don't let them impact my time off. It is my time. I do what I want with my time. For example, if they tried to call me right now and asked me to do something at work, I would just not bother answering. I'm busy. I have things to do with my life.
You're right.
That's true.
And
They
I've
have
been
gotten
spending
better.
long enough in the workforce to know that the only thing you get by answering that phone is the assumption that you will always answer that phone.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yep.
They have been better about it over the last few months. Like they are getting better about it. I am breaking them slowly.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta not jump to it when they ask.
Yeah.
Or just make it very clear, like, please don't do this again.
There you go.
Although I think the last time, whenever I did get a call, and I was clearly
Looks like something worked.
oh
Yep.
oh
Yep,
ho ho! Look there,
Woohoo! Yes.
guys. Yes.
Cooking with gas now.
Okay, we've got her. She just rolled her charisma check and wisdom check.
checks, yep.
Oh shit, we might actually have it rolling now. All right. Well, I don't know what you did different, but it's definitely working now. We can see your rolls in the chat.
The Omnisci is pleased.
Yeah, I don't know what changed there, but that definitely okay, so she's on the app now instead of Chrome. Okay, so she's got it working through the app, whereas I was able to I can't make it work in the app, but I can make it work through Chrome on my phone. So, go figure.
That honestly makes sense to me because everything you do with computers is backward.
I know, right?
I thought I had problems with programs working backwards for me until I started working with you in computers.
Jesus Christ.
On the bright side, it means that all my stuff works now, and I just apparently gave all that weird shit to you, so you can keep it.
Yes,
It
wish
is my
that on
gift
your
to you.
DM. That's a great idea. Nothing could go wrong there. Okay. So we've got it so that it works. So now we just got to get it so that so she can describe her actions in the DiceBot chat. She can describe that too. She can type out there if she needs to. So just make a quick test in the DiceBot chat, Foxy. Let's make sure that's working for you.
Really? Seriously?
Let's just make sure that's working. Let's iron out all of this
This
before we
is
get
terrible,
started.
but I'm still going to share it with everybody.
And we've known this man for how long? And we're still surprised.
Decades.
There he is. Awesome.
Woo!
So it's working. All right. So she can do her rolls. She can type. Hell yeah. All right, guys. All right. So I need to start with our first little narrative bit then, don't I?
Yay.
All right. So we've done the recap for everyone and everyone looks like they're still here from the recap. So we're going to go ahead and get started and
Let's find the monster man and hunt him down and kill him. I'm kidding.
it would
I'm kidding.
probably help if I actually had enough light to read, wouldn't it?
Come on, why do you need that? Make your eyes work better.
Yeah, get dark vision, bro.
Technically, that doesn't help you read.
I was going to say, dark vision wouldn't help you read. That's the worst part.
Wow.
Dark vision also, for the record, a thing that a lot of people ignore with dark vision, it only makes it dim light, so it doesn't look like full light. You still have disadvantage on perception checks.
That's something good to remember, actually. Yeah.
Right.
Thank God I sold my soul away to something to give me, good vision.
So this
No
also
wonder you're
includes
such a Panther Paladin.
this also includes Hope. This particular bit, because this is her first day too. So no,
Absolutely.
don't blow over there. No, stay.
I blow where I want. You can't stop me.
Oh my god.
It's too early for the. It's too early to break out the liquor, boys. I'm just saying. All right.
But you put it up.
Never.
As everyone falls asleep into a fitful rest, you all become taken in. You all wake rather, in a broken ruin, shattered columns lining a ring around you, while you're standing upon a stage, with huge stands looking down upon you that are empty and half rotten away and overgrown. The stonework is dark grays and blacks, with the occasional band of white marble. The stage itself is stained in blood and blackened from ash. You hear shrieks of the damned echoing from beyond the walls of the ruined arena that you now stand within. A green flaming orb that consumes much of the sky above you lashes out with green flames into a star-filled night sky. A deep voice rumbles through your bones, and the stage cracks. With the sound of a glacier breaking, a beautiful blonde with intense silver eyes stands now before you all, amidst a flurry of snow. A powerful wolf's howl heard briefly penetrates the wailing of souls. So you are all now standing before each other in this dreamscape. What do you do?
Other than panic.
How hard did my head get hit in that fight?
I don't know, but it must have been so hard I felt it.
You're the, and I use this word loosely, expert on weird magic shit. What's going on?
Let's see. I'll look. So that was the 16 give me, Aaron.
Okay. As near as you can tell, like, you can reach out and you can all, like, poke each other and you all physically feel it. Let's make sure all the audio is working, too. Alright, somebody give me a quick test talk right quick.
La 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 la.
1, 2, 3. Testing.
Okay, so everyone is working. Alright. So, as you reach out with your mystical senses, it feels like, as near as you can tell, this is like a semi-reality. That's some kind of magical mental construct that's just shared between all of you, and that maybe you've been transported here.
As all good players do, I relay that to the party.
For the record, I blame you.
What? I didn't even cast that much magic during the last fight. How could this be my fault?
Do you really want us to try to answer that?
You got strange mind powers. Maybe you brought us into here.
I have no idea what you mean.
Theris, you do recognize the woman as the one that you saw during your last psychic episode.
Gotcha. I'm choosing not to relay that just yet. Why don't we check with her?
Yeah. Okay. Hello,
We're not
ma'am.
alone.
Hello, lady. Ma'am. Who? Do you know what this is all about? Who are you?
And that would be you, Hope. Wait for her to get to typing.
Oh, okay. So we're all lost then. Okay.
Chase, you can sense the minds of...
I do want to ask one important question.
What's that?
How similar does this feel to my episode being Big S in his chair in his castle.
It's very similar. Like, you remember the other entity that you sensed?
Mm-hmm.
You sense that is above you all, looking down at you. And it feels just as real as when you were dealing with Big S.
It's something. Do you remember when you went digging, when and then he started to play with us?
I guess.
In the woods, right after the ghost procession.
Actually digging up the grave, you mean?
Yeah. You know the part right afterwards where you were vomiting and crying like a child.
Yeah.
I was too busy digging, so I have no idea what the hell was going on there.
I kind of
Continue.
had that blocked out. I kind of wish we didn't bring that back.
Well, I only mention it because while you were whimpering on the ground, I was apparently being contacted, and this seems a lot like that.
So, an ally? Question mark?
Or mutual enemy, I don't know.
Oh.
Well, hi, Hope. My name's Ash.
Theris,
Says
roll
the
me an
half-orc.
intelligence check right quick.
Can do. Ah, that's a good one.
Very good. Okay. You begin to sense the minds of your companions, as well as the new woman in your presence. Their thoughts seem like motes of starlight swirling about their heads, seeming to dance and scatter at random. When you focus on them, they almost seem to materialize, and then dart away into the ether. But you can feel but you also feel your mind's ability to enhance yourself.
I'm kind of staring about 3 inches above Ash's head while she's introducing herself to Hope.
I'll dismiss this creepy exchange.
I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is going on here.
Okay.
Hope, you can feel some of the protective mark that your father made on you just fade a little bit. You can feel the inner fire within you grow, and there begins to have a silver white light radiating from you that bathes you and your new companions. The warmth is almost sensual but pleasant, but yet relaxing. You can feel the strength of everyone's auras, and you can feel intensity to your power that you've never felt before.
What is with glowy things always happening to me lately?
Well, maybe it's not just lately. Maybe they've always happened and you just never seen them.
Many people just choose to ignore magic and, instead of actually perceiving what they should.
Inori feels the brush of a large predator against her leg. A puma roars and materializes beside of her, as the warm promise of Hope's silvery light envelops her. Her large bat materializes, resting upon her on the back of her neck, its wings draped across her shoulders. And for a drake, it's small, but it has large, pink fins. It's a green drake with large pink fins. Kind of flops at her side, thrumming and chittering excitedly.
Whoa, what?
You can feel through a spiritual primal energy and the bond between them all. You can touch their hearts and minds, and you feel a sense of profound loyalty. And you almost feel complete for the first time in your life.
This is incredible. And I'm going to scratch my little back, stroke my puma, and kind of look sideways at the floppy drake thing, but then I'm going to give his snout a kiss.
More on instinct than anything else, I'm going to make a quick roll here. 1. Okay. I'm going to just sort of think about reaching out to thoughts surrounding everybody, including Hope.
Okay.
Because I can do that. I believe I can do that many people. Let me confirm. I am checking on that.
Yeah, the Drake literally has like no arms and legs. Like it's literally just kind of flopping.
Nope, it has to only be 2 people, so it can only be Inori and Ash for now.
Okay.
But just going to reach out to them, and then just kind of, without speaking out loud, ask if they can hear me. For the record, the answer will be yes.
So what? I hear you in my head.
Yeah, I have the ability to link a number of people telepathically for a number of hours.
So like, do you like feel what my character's feeling, or is it?
Nope, just literally telepathic. We can communicate with each other, and we do not have to share a language. As long as we're within a mile of one another, we can speak telepathically without having to speak aloud for the next hour.
Okay, just to roleplay this real fast. I say that as I roll something. Okay. When the confusion through the telepathic link, you do magic now?
No.
Whoa, what the hell? Are you?
No, I've never done a bit of magic in my life, as far as I know.
I mean, I know we're in a dream, but your lips ain't moving.
I know. Weird. I can see. It's almost like you can see what you want me to, what you want to think at me.
As you two are playing playing around with the telepathy, an axe seemingly made of white marble and gold, just shining radiant, materializes before Ash. Wow.
That's what you meant.
The axe materializes before the axe.
Axe body spray.
And this is the DM, everybody.
No one could say no.
To wake up his tongue.
Oh,
that sounds.
Tentatively, like Ash looks at it, then like you see like a weird expression over her face, so she kind of realizes what it might be, and she reaches out for it.
Okay. When you touch the axe, you feel a sheer raw power course through your veins, and then it just fades into your skin.
You guys see the creepiest smile start popping up on Ash. I'll let your own imagination.
Immediately close the link.
I'm still trying to figure out why Shadow Boy is in my head. And what am I gonna do for this poor flopping Drake? He's just flopping like a Magikarp, man.
Then all you have to do is help him grow up. Feed him kills. It'll turn out real well.
Right?
Also, put him in cockfights and let him gain experience. Drake trainer.
Primal Beast fight ring. That'll end well, I'm sure. Nothing bad could come of this.
Remember, it's not animal abuse as long as you're a teenager, fighting Team Rocket. Ooh, that's nice.
Poor little Drake. Wait. Green Guard Drakes are amphibious. They can actually, walk, too.
Yeah, but
Right.
the Primal Beast can't, so this one's weird.
Yay, I have a Lapras!
But yeah, like, when that axe that materialized is probably the most absolutely blinged out, shining thing any of y'all have ever seen in your lives.
Refraining from commenting on how that would probably break when it hits something.
Cool. It's the wood's mahogany.
You can hear the rainforest. As you're all standing there, trying to, puzzle your way through this, Ash, you can hear everyone's heartbeats thundering in your ears. And you feel like you're so thirsty that you're about to crumble into dust.
The evil smile's gone, and suddenly a very bad frown's now here.
Let's see here. Let me pick one here.
Kind of edge away from Ash with the, edge away.
Yeah,
In Hope, you feel fairly hungry just because it's been a while since you've fed, but it's nothing like overwhelming. It's a mild annoyance to you compared to the new power that you feel.
This is very odd. I can understand why the two of you. I'm not sure why.
Well,
Darius just kind of keeps glancing vaguely upwards.
Let's pick.
What are you looking at?
I don't know.
You know what? That'll be more unnerving right now for everybody. You notice also, Ash, that you've really not everyone roll a perception check for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone roll a perception check.
now I'm curious.
Very.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a good one. That'll work. Hope, go ahead and give me a perception check as well, Hope.
If you allow it, I know exactly my reaction's gonna be if I have to do something. Oh, sure, fuck it. I'm scratching where that guy bit me a while back ago, where the bandage is still kind of wrapped around it, half forgotten. Scratching it real bad.
She's turning into a zombie. Look, Barovia is not real. Vampires aren't real.
Give me just a second, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Had to help her find her perception skill.
No worries.
Nobody.
Yeah, it takes a little bit to get used to the app.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that axe on Etsy. I'm actually half tempted to look at how much that axe
Pause
costs.
the music? Why did pause the music? No. I want my spooky music. There it goes.
Spooktober!
Okay. That makes it too. You all notice that Ash has not been breathing this entire time.
What the actual fuck?
Ash is completely oblivious to this.
I'm gonna actually, just because this seems like a weird headspace, I'm gonna try to stop breathing and see if I still need to.
Okay. You do still need to breathe. Like, obviously you're not trying to, starve yourself of oxygen or anything, or
It's just more like I hold my breath and see if
until it gets uncomfortable, yeah. And
yeah.
you do notice you get to that point.
Ash?
What?
Are you feeling alright?
No, I'm not feeling good at all.
Maybe we should have we should have the father take a look at you.
But, sure. Just distracted. She's, just kind of like she's like in a mental headspace, not letting anyone in and just quietly staring off now, just scratching her wrist.
Would you like me to look at that scratch?
Stay away.
Okay.
As you're, and as Ash is starting to stare off, a dark power flares through this ruined stage. Those distant screams now roil into a fevered delirium. Roll me wisdom saves.
Oh, that's not good.
You make. Next. Very good. Very good.
Apparently, I'm on point with these wisdom saves so far.
Whoops, I did a check, not a save.
And
I think I hit
then
the wrong
for
I
Foxy.
think you probably made it anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Because your wisdom save and your wisdom check are the same modifier, so.
That screen is going to be a pain in the ass. Alright.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have put it there.
Kinky.
Up and be up for her. Do the saves, yeah.
14.
Nice.
Willpower squad.
Nice. Okay. You feel like something just royal right around, like, just something bone deep and instinctive. Something that should have ripped into your mind, but instead doesn't. It begins to fade. Disturbing visions begin to roll behind your guys' eyes. Of people being flayed alive, mongrels covered in blood, people with grotesque faces and twisted fangs, and orgies of blood and death. The damned mists enter the stage and form around you all, showing a very eerily familiar sight. You all three of you recognize this as the child sacrifice ritual that was interrupted twice. But apparently this time it wasn't fully stopped. Vistani hunters and a murder of ravens are assaulting the dark cultists, and the ritual finishes and the blood begins to run to a large stone coffin, flowing in through the cracks of the sarcophagus. Glowing blood-red eyes open in the dark, followed by an inhuman, thirsty, and insatiable laugh. And then you all wake up.
What?
And without even, I admit, I haven't finished the last session yet, so I don't know where we're waking up at, but wherever it is, there's a knife in the roof now.
Alright, so you are all basically, you all made it back to, like, the church, is where you all were treated to, after your encounter with Trevarin. Hope awakens to the crash of lightning and a powerful boom of thunder. You waken in an unfamiliar and unnaturally cold bed. A low fire rolls in a marble-faced fireplace, giving the luxurious room a soft warmth that doesn't quite measure up to the flames that are in the fire pit. The room is well appointed, the height of luxury, if not just starting to settle into decay and dust. You feel a translucent whisper of silk across your skin. Your hair has been redone into an ornate braid, befitting a princess, rather than the adventuring ponytail that you had when you went to sleep. There are ribbons of silver which nearly match your eyes. The scent of a fresh meal greets your nose, of duck, mutton, and a small spread of fruit beside of it for dessert. As you gaze about the room, you see your gear, but there's one horrifying realization that sets in. Your betrothed is missing. Vague memory returns to you of being whisked away by a powerful figure as fog rolled in. You remember eyes that are blood red, fitting in a striking, if not slightly aged face. As you wander the room, the door opens, and a powerfully built, armored man bearing a war pick with a obscenely large in one hand, with an obscenely large set of claws for another hand, looks at you and tells you, if you want to escape and survive the night, come with me. What do you do?
You know, I was gonna make cast fireball jokes, but we're just about getting to the levels where that's a possibility, so I need to be very careful.
You guys are not that far away from being able to do that, no.
Yep, 2 more levels. You know, for the casters in the party. I can already, I can
cast
already
sneak
cast
attack.
Fireball.
We
Yeah,
all agree
cast
mind bullets are...
fireball. That's gonna be funny.
I don't know. Now I think on it, what would be a cooler power to have? Mind bullets or the ability to throw fireballs? I don't know if I could really choose.
See, I just throw dagger balls.
Sneak attack is one of the best spells ever, I'm telling you.
Like a yo-yo with all
Almost as good
the
as
daggers
casting
on it.
Fist.
Sneak attack dagger ball.
Exactly.
It's a mace. We call it a morning star.
Okay, she is AFK at the moment, so what we're going to do is we're going to have Travarin take her and drop her off pretty much just outside of the church. She's led in, the priest kind of leads her in. He seems a little uncomfortable around her for several reasons. She's every bit as stunning as the dream version of her that you've all now seen. So you could pretty well chalk it off to that, because he clearly doesn't get out much on a good day anyway. So, you know, he leads her in to you know, meet you all. He says, and his eyes are just, like, super wide. Like, he recognized Travarin, obviously. And he's like, yeah, he just dropped this woman off. I think she was supposed to be a bride of Strahd's.
Yeah,
Like-
Inori is still kind of looking disheveled and like she kind of wants to freak out. But Mako is doing his comfort puppy thing.
Which primal companion are you choosing, by the way, for this? Are you going to choose your air or your land one?
I have no fucking clue yet.
Okay.
Like, I don't know yet.
Okay. But you can kind of sense that they're, you know, waiting in the wings waiting for you, so to speak.
Ash gets up, kind of looks around real quick, and actually pokes Hope, like, in the shoulder. Just to, is this real?
Okay. Let me type that out for her, because she's talking to her dad, so...
Sounds good. Well, she opens her mouth to say something, and for a minute there, an odd pause crosses over her face, and then you hear her inhale, and then she says, "Okay, that was a real dream."
That's it. Watching you very carefully.
She casually, without thinking, you know, scratches her wrist again, and then she smiles, and then she tries to summon a golden axe.
Okay. So you summoned your packed weapon,
Yes.
and it does appear. And you still aren't breathing.
That's why I had to breathe in to say things, but I'm kind of ignoring that right now. Now it's up to you guys.
Wait, so
Father?
Yes. Like, he's still kind of, like, half tripping over his tongue. But he's like, yeah.
I need you to keep an eye on Ash. I'll check on our new arrival. I need you to keep an eye on Ash. Something's wrong.
Ash takes that that axe and right into like a piece of wood nearby. It's real.
So he walks over, looks at Ash. Child, what have you done?
What? I'm sorry. I'm excited to get the axe.
No,
What?
not the axe, fool.
What?
He's peering at you. He's like, let me see your bandage.
Oh, yeah. She gives her hand to it, like, didn't even realize she was scratching it.
Takes the bandage off. The bite marks are there, but it is a scar, but that's it. It's no longer bleeding or anything.
What?
Don't think it was my son that did this. But he's kind of looking around. Like, he walks around you, like, completely, just, like, eyeing you the whole time, like, poking you and stuff. Like, he, like, does the reflex tests on your elbows and, like, your knees.
Everything okay?
You're not breathing.
What? What? Just odd coughing moment of, like, just,
He's
yeah.
not.
The breathing starts back immediately.
He's very right, Ash.
What? I'm here. Everything's fine, right?
How much of you is here?
Okay,
What is that
do I
supposed to
detect
mean?
anything that smelled like whatever it is that vampire smells like? Because I'm pretty sure I know what that is by now.
Okay, so you're roll me a perception with advantage since you have better sense of smell right now.
Where are you? Cool. And boop.
Okay, you do smell like faintly vampire on Ash.
Whoa.
What? Inori, what? What creeping me out?
Feeling mutual.
You smell like him.
He doesn't. He smells like, but not of the same. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Similar.
Like who? I smell like who? I'm looking at the father. I'm looking at theirs. Like what?
So she's just kind of gonna point castle ways, sort of, but not quite.
All right, I'll go take a shower then. Bath, my bad.
No.
I think it would be much better if you let the father keep an eye on you.
I don't know why you guys are so tense. I mean, you look like someone's gonna tear your throats out or something.
She is standing on holy ground.
If you walk outside right now, you might burst into flames.
What? Wait? You think I'm a vampire?
Not yet. You haven't, after all, tried to kill me yet.
Oh, okay. Look, I am an expert in the undead. I would know if I'm a vampire. She goes to the. It's daylight, I assume, right?
Yes, it's now daylight.
Sticks her hand out the door in the middle of the daylight.
For conversation.
You take 10d10 damage. So you stick your hand out into the light. It doesn't feel like it feels warmer than it probably should, given how pale the sun is outside. But you don't feel like uncomfortable or anything.
It's just a little bit of bright sun.
But it does feel a little different.
Brighter? Anyone else think? Whatever. But hey, everything's fine. See?
The
No
father,
fire.
the father takes his holy symbol to the sun, and he pushes it against your throat. Nothing happens.
See. What, you guys want to feed me some garlic?
What would that do?
Some versions of vampires are kept at bay by garlic. At least I've heard those stories. I don't know if I want to test that myself, but I mean, just don't stake me. I think that kind of kills everything.
Sure. Now shanking someone will kill everything.
The father goes, well, one of my companions always said, when in doubt, take its head.
I mean,
Don't think we're quite at that level yet, Father, but thank you.
so don't worry, guys. Like everything's fine, okay?
Okay. Do you want? Do you remember not that terribly long ago how angry you were that I didn't want to believe I was in Barovia?
Yeah, it was kind of annoying. I don't see how people can just deny those things.
I know you don't, and that's the problem. And that's why I'd like the Father to keep an eye on you.
If it makes you feel better, fine. I mean, what's it gonna hurt? What you afraid I'm gonna bite you?
You could try.
So I assume that you kind of do the whole like mouth motion when you go the ah.
Yeah.
Like you're pulled back to that little snarl. He does notice you have sharp fangs.
I'm a half orc.
Like 2 more than you're supposed to have.
You said you're an expert on the undead, right? Just out of curiosity, how long does it take to become a vampire?
I mean, that's kind of a complicated thing. I mean, depends who bites you. It depends. I mean, there's magical rituals involved too.
Average. Give me an average.
All right, Aaron. What average do I give him with a?
Three nights if the vampire has been giving you his own blood.
3 nights on average. Them giving.
And then how long ago was it that you got bit again?
You'd have to tell me that. Again, the
It's
dungeon master.
been, let's see, that's been what, 3 or 4 days ago? 4 days? Yeah, this is day 4.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Y'all
this is
had
like
a busy week. I'm just saying.
Right?
I'm doing that thing where I'm just slowly leading Ash into answering all the questions that make things clearer over time.
You have to understand, it's a complicated process. They have to share their blood with their victim. The victim has to take the blood, obviously, and it takes time. It can be stopped, and I mean, some odd things happen if it is stopped halfway through.
Then wouldn't it behoove us to just, double check and make sure if we can put a stop to it?
Oh, okay, sure, whatever.
And it seems to me that the person most equipped to do that is not the one who failed out of Paladin school.
Yeah, poor Darn.
Darn's just whistling innocently at that.
No offense, Darn, it wasn't you I meant. Father, maybe you can just take her aside and help her out a little bit.
All right. I
Well,
suppose I can see what we have on hand. I have to find the garlic. I've got to find the silver dust.
If you need me to go get anything, just let me know where to go.
Someone keep the eye on this girl.
I'm keeping an eye on her for now.
Was the name Hope said in the dream?
Yep.
Well, all right. I'll go with the father. If you guys need me, just do a bloody scream.
Yeah.
Ghostly carriages, mummy hands, vicious storms, and permanent aging. Yeah, pretty rough. Yeah.
Hey,
Weird psychic trauma you got in horrible nightmares. You gotta remember that too.
Yeah.
Father, you got any more of that steak? I could use a really good steak right now.
He looks at him. He's like, well, I do have some maple wood here.
Okay. I mean, am I just communicating wrong? And did I get my comment wrong? Do I need to say this in Dwarven? Something that used to moo.
I like him.
But preferably you want ash for staking vampires, my child.
Can you do that? Can you stake her with a piece of herself?
I do not like where this conversation is going.
Most possible.
He means food. Keep scaring her,
yes,
though.
I do.
It's funny.
Hang on.
She's kind of done with this. She's kind of starting to sip on one of her bottles of God's Eye now.
Roll your Constitution check. I'll be right back, guys.
I said sipping. I'll roll it anyway. Oh no. Well, here we go again.
Oh shit. you guys will probably notice in between all this frippery that Inori is just suddenly silent and looking really freaked the fuck out. I think she's about 20 seconds away from just having, like, a break.
Harris is doing his very best to cover up feeling exactly the same way.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised all this popped up so sudden. Level 4 will be awesome, though. I can't wait to get those powers.
I've returned. Okay.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
The absolution when in doubt, try to smell colors.
Yeah, she's definitely smelling colors.
Wow.
And seeing noise.
Yeah, you can see people's speech in the air right now.
This is the stuff.
Like it's almost comic book speech bubbles. Like that's almost what you.
How many of them say "kill, kill, full of blood"?
Oh, relax, man.
Jesus.
Just.
You know that God's Eye, like your character seems to just go right for it whenever she's not had anything to eat. She's just like, fuck it.
You know what? I'm not feeling so thirsty anymore, Father. It's all good now.
He's staring at the God's Eye bottle and he's like, it's literally a swirling rainbow.
How do I?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna kind of mouth at him, Vistani.
Ah, I see. And he kind of does like his, the holy symbol of the sun, and he's like, may they have mercy upon you.
I have all the mercy I need right now, Father.
Roll for it. Jesus Christ. The best part is you rolled a 5.
No, I rolled a 2.
Well, for the next 2 hours, you are going to be tasting purple.
I don't know why I can taste purple. It was glowing yellow. That's weird, right?
Who cares? It's purple, damn it.
It's purple now.
Even or odds, guys. I need an answer. Even or odds.
He kind of sets Ash down on one of the benches and like just kind of lets her sprawl out like a fucking high stone drunk. And he's like, "Please don't." Oh no.
Oh yeah, she is completely stopped breathing now. It's just not happening. She's just not even a pretend kind of reaction of it now. She's just kind of smiling and kind of just out of it, and no chest up or downness.
So he's like, all right, silver dust, garlic, holy oil. Like he's just kind of meandering around, looking like through some drawers and stuff, like behind this big ass long altar.
And that's how I got the nice shiny axe.
He's like,
I'm gonna go get some air. Ninori is gonna walk out for a minute.
I told Father I wanted to worship a god of ale, but he said no. They had practical gods that did things. Just rambling now. That's
okay.
one time she breathes is right before.
So she's just babbling on about any and everything. Then
yeah,
now.
yeah. It's a small whatever craziness you all expect from Ash now. Just fully front loaded for 2 hours. Y'all can role play amongst yourselves now.
Well, Nori's gonna go and take a walk to get some fresh air for a minute because that shit happened and then that shit happened.
Be careful. You might burst in flames.
Seriously, damn. We couldn't have planned that roll better. Okay, so. I mean, it's better than the fucking, 10 hours that the first time was, right?
Yeah.
So
To be fair, she was trying to sip it, but apparently that didn't last.
Well, no, the thirst took over, and you were just like... You just
Not her fault.
it started out as a dignified sip and then just became like this disgusting gargle down.
The need just appeared and the bottle was gone. Did you just swallow the bottle?
So he comes back and he's got it does not smell appetizing at all, even with as stoned as you are.
It's the dust or the garlic?
Oh, it's everything. He's got it all mixed together already. And it's like this strange, like, greenish looking liquid that's almost, it's a little thicker than a normal soup. Like, it's almost like a chowder. It's so thick.
Like a kid not want to take medicine. He's like, no, take it away. Yeah.
Well, if we're going to reverse your vampirism...
I don't have vampirism. What's wrong with you people?
Ash, it's okay. It's okay. We'll mix it with your drink.
I don't know if I should have any more.
They're not going to do that, but, not telling that to Ash.
I think I need to ration it.
No, it's okay. We'll get you more. It's perfectly fine. Just gulp it all down all at once. It's good for you.
This is the only good stuff that's been tasting half decent for the last 3 days. Everything else been tasting just kind of bland.
See, that's exactly why we need to make sure we get more of it into you.
I don't. It sound like a lot of bad dates.
I have no idea what you mean. That's for the best. I can definitely see both why you failed out of Paladin school and why you didn't want to keep going.
You're good, man. You're good.
And Inori's
I wish that were true. And then I will grab the thing from the priest and I will dunk it down her throat.
And Inori walks to the door right at that moment, thinking her head's just a slightly bit clearer.
A lot of coughing, a lot of. Oh, that's terrible.
Hey!
Roll a Constitution check.
I'm gonna laugh. We'll stumble on a sobering up drink. $18.
Okay. I guess I gotta make sure that it's not gonna update. Weird. Okay, so yeah. You drink this, what is to you probably one of the most foul things you've ever tasted in your life.
No, a lot of gagging.
Yeah, you managed to get it down.
It's okay. It's human alcohol. It's fine. It's fine.
You get it down. You feel weird. Like, you're definitely more sober.
My stomach's definitely doing that weird thing when you know you ate something you kind of shouldn't, and it's just like.
Yeah, like that insatiable thirst that's always there nagging at the back of your mind is a little duller, but it's still there.
She looks at the god-awful drink, and then she looks... Wait. How
Do you feel better?
Yes, I feel a lot better. Oh, thanks.
Pat on the shoulder. Hopefully you'll listen to me first next time. Thanks, Father. And then I will wander off. Go check on Hope.
Let's see if she's back yet.
Grumbling internally the whole way.
I am going to ask the father if we need to make any more of that stuff. Just in case.
I don't think Ash will fight too much on the second time, so I think it's a good idea.
It may not be a bad idea. It's the strangest case of vampirism I've ever seen.
I know vampires. I am not the Walking Dead.
I mean, one, she didn't combust when we brought her in here, when she came in here.
Yet. From across the room.
Well, we're doing everything during the day anyway, so let's just... Look, if you guys... actually, I don't want you guys to tie me up at night. I would really not like that.
No, you that well yet, Ash.
I'll tell you what. When we guys are camping out, I'll sleep further away from the camp. Does that make y'all feel better?
No.
I prefer you
Okay,
don't have the I prefer you don't disappear into the darkness.
well, it's gonna be
The,
kind of
the
hard.
father goes,
relying on
well,
you.
if she turns into a bat, you'll have your answer.
Okay.
I'm
Right
pretty sure
now,
we hit a bat on the wing.
right now, my character's gonna be like, all right, you want to see me turn? Okay. I'm gonna try to turn it bad.
Oh, fucking God!
See, I can't turn to a bat.
You were really trying, Ash.
Okay. You see her get a little meditative, a little quiet, and she tries really hard. See, no bat.
Wolf, have you tried a wolf yet?
They do
If I
say
can't turn into a if I can't turn to a bat, how am I gonna turn to a wolf?
Well, wolves don't have to fly. Maybe you're just more used to being on all fours.
Okay, you really want to
Oh,
see?
God!
You really want to see? If I'm a vampire, I'll crawl up this goddamn wall, and my character proceeds to try to climb up the wall.
Ferris is completely like stone-faced through this, but he's absolutely fucking with you right now.
She's like insulted, like you think she's a vampire. She's like, how dare you say I'm tainted? I only sold my soul for this golden axe. I didn't sell anything else. What kind of girl do you think I am?
I just told you.
Says nothing. But it kind of looks like she kind of wants to laugh. Fuck it, she laughs.
Go for it.
roll me a Constitution save, Ash.
Hopefully not another one, Aaron. I can't keep doing this. Oh wait, or I can.
Holy ball.
Okay. All right. So you felt something ripple through you, but you're not sure what. Like, and like everyone else, like roll me a perception, Theris.
Do?
Okay, you actually saw like the skin at like the pads of her fingers rippled for a second.
Ash?
What?
Here's a thought for you. That's something else I heard about. I think you can turn into thin air, right? Try that.
All right, she tries. Just the same calm, collective thing.
She does not turn into thin air.
And about halfway through her trying that, just going to Theris, while she is calm, cool, collected, has her eyes closed, trying to focus on that, Theris is going to leave.
Impromptu meditation session, but we can work
Not
on it.
again, but still. Theris is just going to be elsewhere because he's worried about this and needs some time to think. And if he stays here, he's not going to stop fucking with her.
What in the
All right.
planet of fate is going on today?
Okay. All right. Since this, after a good 10 minutes, nothing happens, and Ash is gonna realize no one's there, and she's gonna like, all right, no, enough.
Always there now.
And
Yep.
she's gonna go look around for everybody, and she's like, all right, it's time to get stuff done. What about this haunted house thing I've heard about?
I don't.
All right. So
Don't you remember the weird werewolf vampire guy was telling us to go check out some haunted house? It's Theris' friend. You remember
Yes. I know who you mean.
the asshole that bit me?
Most of my friends are assholes. No offense, Terrence.
Harris just goes, yeah, he did. He kind of nailed it right on the one. I don't know a single one that isn't.
Yeah, abomination will burn at some point. But yeah, let's do some more
in
good for this
in
channel.
that weird dream sequence, by the way. When you guys noticed that Karis and Darn, Karis had like what looked like the outlines for bones for wings.
Well, they were there. Okay.
Yeah. But they're not there now. And Darn seemed to have just an unnaturally just bright nimbus of light around him.
Because he's the chosen one, and we all know this.
Right?
That's why he's going to die first.
Probably.
Don't
The hit point he rolled, he only got 1 extra hit point for leveling up.
Wow.
Yeah. Poor guy. Maybe it was 2, I can't remember. But, you know, Ash is like, okay, so, alright, we got Gertrude back.
Yes, you have retrieved...
Gertruda. But
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Gertruda.
Gertruda. Is it Gertruda? My bad. No, you're... And, so a whole stack of coins is put in front of, Theris, and, it's a whole, let me see, still have it on my notes. There's a whole bunch of fucking copper.
1,400, I think.
1,400, yeah.
Yeah.
1,400
You
copper.
guys, you guys did pretty good on some loot now.
Oh, I can add that to our list of things.
Also, we got a wand that can find some secret doors. So if we ever, she waves around the wand that she pulls out of her belt. So if we suspect there's something in that room, we can use this limitedly.
Just in case, I'm just letting everybody know because I have it on my notes, but I only just realized you guys can't see my notes on my sheet. This is the party funds that we currently have available.
Yeah, I know stuff's gonna come along. It's gonna be better.
Oh, well, hello there. We can hear you.
Hello.
Hi.
Very quietly, though.
Still with us over there? Okay, yeah, it is. That's weird. Okay, let's see if I can.
All right, when you're done, I'll
All right,
talk about more about what we got.
see if that helped. All right, so that is our party resources now. Okay.
All right. So Ash also goes in. We have a potion of Hill Giant Strength, a potion of Growth. Was it Plant Growth? I can't remember. I think it was a potion of Plant Growth, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
And a potion of Fire Breathing, which gave to
Hi.
her. And
Hill Giant Strength and Plant Growth into the party stuff then.
yeah.
You,
And I think that was it. Other than a note telling us that monster guy's gonna help us out to fuck over Strahd. And my enemy's my friend kind of deal, but he's still an asshole, and I'd like to flay him alive. Sorry, did that go out loud?
It seems like a bit excessive. Essentially, if you're going to flay him alive and then burn him, it just seems like a lot of extra work.
He hurt me.
kind
Yeah,
of
but it just feels like maybe the kidney thing. I keep telling you, the kidney thing, it works.
By the by, it's creepy how you're zoned out and you still go for people's kidneys. I just want to say, I'm both horrified and impressed.
It's like you've never practiced something so many times you could do it in your sleep.
Yeah.
Moving on. Just immediate moving on. I'm gonna keep
Is
moving on.
he acknowledging the weird state he was in previously?
Moving on. Does anybody want me to? If you want, I'll keep the potion of giant strength on me, or if someone else wants it. This is the time to ask. Shaking it around right now.
One of you would be perfectly fine by me.
I guess I don't really need strength though. Now I think.
I'm not particularly interested in being all muscly. It seems like, you know.
Joff
That's
is it that cares.
your thing.
Joff is it that cares.
Okay.
Yeah,
Karis,
I
I'm
think
gladly
it's
take it.
And it's just plant growth. I mean, it could be useful for us, but for now, I guess I'll just hold on to that. And I guess that really gets the potions spread out.
We still have a potion of animal friendship in the party stuff too, so.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't forget that.
I
Fine.
have it listed in my notes, that's why I just gave you a list of everything we have in the party.
Yori will hold on to it because, yeah, I don't know animal friendship yet, but, you know.
Well, it's the best one to use it probably is you.
If I need to talk to your puppy, what then?
Mako, what then? Mako goes, woof.
What does Blake Dog speak?
Blink dog.
Okay, I was about to say, if they speak Sylvan, I can talk to the dog.
They understand.
They understand Sylvan, but they don't
speak it.
Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough.
On the other hand, I'm not sure actually. I need to check if he needs to speak a language or just understand one for me to telepathically communicate with him.
I think Blink. Oh, you probably could.
Well, he speaks Blink Dog, which is a language.
We do not need to. Okay, yeah, no, they do not have to even speak. They don't have to speak a language at all. We don't have to share one.
Okay,
So I can mentally speak to your dog.
Chat, I have a request. What sound effect do we give Chase's mind connecting powers?
I'm still pulling for the X-Men animated series Xavier thing.
I approve. I unfortunately am stuck on the Bionic Man's noises right now, which is nowhere near
Nope, I
right
totally
for
approve
this.
the X-Men thing. Approved.
I'm not Professor Xavier, I'm Professor McStabs-a-bitch, but you know I'll go with it.
Magneto completely agrees with you.
Let's see here. All right, so the priest finishes examining Hope to make sure that she doesn't have any vampire bites or anything on her. Doesn't find any. And
I mean,
Hope,
they like to like these big veins. I recommend here, 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 and here. Like, points out all where the best veins are, unironically not believing that she already kind of realizes where these best places to bite are.
Yeah, that is not creepy at all.
so he brings Hope over. He says, well, Lord Travarin suggested that she may be of use for you in dealing with the haunted house, and you may be of use to her in recovering her betrothed.
Odd.
Inori is just gonna kind of tilt her head Hope's way, you know, with a slightly commiserating expression.
Didn't you say she was one of his?
He was going to make the attempt, but she was already engaged, and apparently he took her fiancé as prisoner.
I mean, he's a noble old man thing monster. I mean, you know how they are when it comes to, you know, beautiful damsels. I mean, you know.
Actually, usually where I'm from, we don't really have a lot of those.
Oh, those suck.
No, it's actually much better for most of them.
Fair enough.
We don't get nobled.
Yeah. I gotta play comedy.
Karis is like, yeah, it tends to not go well when you get the attention of any nobility in anywhere, it seems.
Yeah, I know.
That's why the only interaction we like to have is the kidney thing.
Isn't it so bad that the leech is actually a blood-sucking leech?
Well, it's what you I don't really have the words for it, but there's a word for it. Yeah, it's like convenient and shit.
Bloodsuckers are so fucking disgusting. Oh well, this haunted house.
I never would have thought this self-loathing would befit you, Ash.
Wow.
I feel like we're having two different conversations. Oh well, this haunted house. So, what do you feel about it? I mean, it feels like it would help everyone around us if we checked it out.
If it's causing problems, I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. I'm obviously like there's a bigger problem here, but if we can.
Hey, this is
every time we've gone near that place, we've almost died. We need help, and if this will earn us some goodwill and help some people at the same time, it's worth it.
Ash, no, it sounds like a good idea. Like I think we should do it. A good place to cut our teeth on.
I do want to point one thing out, though. I would really like to avoid taking a bunch of poor bastards to that place and getting them all killed like the last guy did.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Glancing at the father. No offense. Sorry.
I have no intention on taking the castle.
No, I was referring to his son being one of the poor bastards.
Yeah, sorry.
He's still better off than most.
Yeah, sorry about the bloodsucker comment. He's a good guy. Sorry. Sorry.
He just shakes his head.
That's exactly what Nori just did. Face palmed and shook her head.
Well, all right, darn.
Your new this new companion of yours, she seems fine. So I think, frankly, she seems dangerous as all hells. So I think she would fit right in with your little group.
Hey, Hope, come with us. You're a bit quiet, but let's go fuck some shit up. Ash does not color that any different than how I did.
Don't mind her. She'll either drive you crazy or she'll grow on you.
You
How
all
about like
love
fungus?
You all love me, and you know it.
Like
Now, Inori, she can do both at the same time.
I will agree with that statement.
See, this is what Darn was like before I won him over.
I'm going to give Darn just the most commiserating look ever.
Darn just has that sad man, thousand star yard stare. All right, so anyone against us going to this haunted house? I guess we're all
As
going.
long as we can make sure that you're taken care of in the meantime.
Let's go.
Let's just make sure we have enough of whatever we need to make sure that you're safe.
I'll tell you. Let's get some more of those smoothies, okay? That's
what I'm saying. Let's just get enough of what we need to make sure that you have a supply, and then let's start it. Let's get this done with.
Ash pulls out a gold coin with Strahd stamped on it, knowing the irony, and she asks, so give me, how many of these smoothies can I get? And how long will they last for this gold coin?
Well, frankly, I've never seen a vampire drink it and live.
Not a vampire, guys.
If I had to hazard a guess, I would say this will probably last maybe a day. Per.
Can you teach her how to make whatever this is?
That I can do.
Then let her know what we need. Show her what she needs to know. We'll keep acquiring what we need on wherever we happen to be.
I'll tag along to figure that out. If there's any natural components, Ranger will scavenge.
Help sacrifice surviving victim class. Let's do this.
Is this an alchemical thing, or is that an herbal thing, or is it a mix of both? The potion thing.
Okay, so
the smoothie thing.
We didn't know like gold, silver lace smoothies would be so important, right? Did we?
Yeah.
No, dear.
Yeah. Now we all learned a thing today.
Yep, we learned a thing today.
So you've got enough that, or he shows you how to make it. It's going to be probably, we're just going to go with like an alchemy check. I guess that would be what, Arcana? Is that alchemy?
I would assume.
There's technically an alchemist, like an alchemy tools thing, but if this is something relatively simple.
Maybe we should buy some kits for people who could need them. Darn and a healing kit?
I was swapping out my brewer's kit for an herbalism kit. And it makes more sense.
Okay, I guess we're, unless you want me to roll something.
Okay. I guess we're just gonna have it just be for now an intelligence skill. I guess for now. So we'll just do. Yeah, we'll do.
Ash does not make it very well.
You keep rolling saves instead of
checks.
Oh, I did save. Okay, my bad.
It's pretty much a simple roll, but
it still doesn't make it very well.
Okay, so
I'm gonna be right back, guys.
With someone showing you how to make it, it is passable.
It makes it sound like if it was me and I was making this, we should put more blood in it. Oddly enough, I mean, creepy, but I mean, I think it'd work a lot better if it had blood in it.
No.
What?
To believe you're not a vampire.
Because you're not a vampire.
I did no bats, no dogs. Well, except for the blink dog. Hi, Mako. And I can walk in sunlight. No vampire.
No blood.
Okay, I'm just saying, my arcane training says blood would make this a hell of a lot more effective.
my local training says I will knock out your fucking teeth if you say blood again.
Okay, all right. But we live in Vampire Land. I don't know why we're all suddenly so squeamish about it.
Because we live in Vampire Land.
I'm the one that got bit by a vampire boy. It went fine. I don't know why you're all so worried.
Darn's
feel
just
like
kind of
I'm-
like just quietly just closing his eyes and praying silently.
God, you all think I'm just gonna open up my mouth and just tear into things.
I mean,
You know,
yes.
just gonna...
Kara says that. I mean, yes.
You know,
Well,
we're just gonna take her hand.
I have never been so untrusted. Unless it was with the explosives at the academy. Then they had every right to not trust me. That tower needed renovation anyway.
No, I'm not going to spoil that just yet, but no.
Yeah.
Look, I'll put it this way. Something's not right, and there's a lot of signs. And we'll just leave it at that.
Oh my lord.
Go back to the other videos. You'll notice a couple of moments of hunger.
Okay, for my information, the predominant ingredients of the components, like the only one that would be alchemical would be the powdered silver.
Well, you can't forget the garlic.
No, I mean the alchemical components, not the herbal ones.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so I guess you could do it with herbs or herbalism, but
Yeah.
You might do it with medical as well.
Herbalism components, then sure.
yeah, you could do
Ash
it with
is
herbalism.
like, I still think blood will make this potion better. I don't know why you guys keep fighting this.
The priest is like, I mean, it could either, on a serious note, that could either hurt or help, and that would be at best a 50-50.
Well, Father, it's like the first kill that matters, isn't it?
Annie Dory says no blood.
All right. You'd be surprised how many rituals require that ingredient.
No blood.
Nom, 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 nom.
How about not our blood?
No.
You think outside this box. Oh, okay. Anyone else kind of hungry and thirsty again? Start scratching her wrist again.
No, by all the strings of fate, I will put you in a box.
Fine, I'll have a smoothie.
So I assume you guys are going to be asking the priest a little bit about the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a smart thing. Yeah. Why we're here. So, what about this haunted house I've heard about?
I assume you mean the death house.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh.
Nori's gonna shudder at the mention of the death house.
Yeah, and Ari's a local. She kind of knows a little bit about this. Chase cell, AFK, so we'll...
Yeah, that's fine. Try to fill it up with some
Talks about, the fact the locals avoid it because they're afraid of being sucked into it, essentially, or lured in. And pretty much anyone who's ever gone in there, for his entire lifetime at least, has never returned. The house was the site of some extraordinarily dark rituals, even for these cursed lands. Where no one's even sure if the house is even native to Barovia. It just sort of showed up, according to local legends, on its own. Everything about the house just radiates black magic.
Is there any other kind out here?
Well, I mean, there's the elemental magics, at least.
Golden axe starts getting waved around. You're all just
Really a good example, Ash.
Okay, so is your mind thing a dark magic?
Not magic.
What is it then?
I can talk to you without talking to you.
I mean, you're good at hiding, but are you good at hiding?
I'm good enough at hiding that I can talk to you without anybody else hearing me.
Like a ventriloquist thing, like with a dummy, but it's my head instead?
It's not magic. That's all I know.
Fair enough.
Magic's the weird shit you do.
That is true.
Kara's like, yeah, Darn's like, yeah, she does some really weird shit on a normal day.
Look. I try to cast the holy spells the best I can. I completely flunked out of the class. I don't know why.
I think we can figure it out with recent evidence.
So Death House. What do we got to worry about?
So, the occasional slurp just makes that funny. Okay. He says it was created by, as near as we can tell, it was inhabited, rather, by a rather disturbed family who were trying to summon demons and devils. They never had any success that we know of. But
Vampires aren't bad enough.
it started benevolently enough, just, a joking black society according to local legends. The usual just trivial occultist stuff, and then it just sort of devolved into, well, horrors that, frankly, just thinking about makes my stomach turn. And they would sacrifice people in banquets and eat them. Oh yes, they went full cannibal.
That's where it goes too far for you. Eating people.
If you see her look around a little in her head, I mean, it's just not right.
You were almost stabbed as a baby. Glancing over to Nori. Does eating people still seem too far? Is that where the line's drawn?
I'm just saying, those people deserve to be fucking stabbed and hacked to pieces. This death house might just need to be burnt down.
What I'm saying is, it seems like it's just weird where your lines are.
Bad people gotta go away.
They eventually discovered Lord Strahd's existence and attempted to get his attention once. So the story goes. Strahd, for his part, thought that they were nothing more than, frankly, fleas on a dog. Until one day that he brought some playthings into Barovia, and the playthings made their way to the house. They were brave adventurers, or thought they were. They were slaughtered to the man, and that, of course, did not sit well with Strahd, because they broke his toys. Killed everyone in the house, and they say to this day, and it's been at least 600 years, according to the lore that I know, that their spirits are still trapped within.
Last time we handled Ghost, it didn't exactly go perfect. She looks at everyone that got cursed. We need to be very careful.
You are stronger now.
We are.
And older and wiser.
Or just older.
Is there any use for holy water in any of this, Father?
Nori's just gonna kind of tilt her head and kind of look at Ash with just like the obvious look, Captain Obvious look on her face.
Well, we got 2 flasks of holy water. Do we need to take more?
And you not took the term. A little goes a long way.
I might have some. I had a little adventure in a church a while before you met me.
Okay. let's go purify this place.
I'm pretty sure it's not evil.
I think there's a term for not good holy water. I think that's unholy water.
Is there such thing as blighted water? I guess would be the term I want.
Nope.
Makes me this sad.
I won't Google it.
Yeah.
If Ash is wrong, it's all the funnier.
Google is Lord.
Goodie's ready. All right. So he's, he gets you guys some, holy symbols. Kind of, anoints your skin. When he anoints ashes, I'm pretty sure everyone's just, staring intently to see what happens. Nothing seems to happen.
Ta-da!
Like
making a show of it. Ta-da!
Karis,
Anointed holy warrior.
Karis, when he does Karis's, he kind of like shifts a little uncomfortably, like yeah, kind of thing, like somebody like gave him a wet willy.
I'm going to have a very similar reaction.
Darn is very nonchalant about it. Hope it's more just because it's cold. Like that's the sensation you feel. Hope is like it's cold. But otherwise, it's normal. Like, it felt like somebody took, like, an ice cube and, like, drew an ice cube across your skin. Like, that's what it felt like for you. But other than that, like, he's like, that is about the best I can do for you. You can take a couple of flasks of holy water. I don't know if it'll help, but you are welcome to them. He hands each of you a flask of holy water, so you each have one flask of holy water.
That brings us up to 3 flasks. At least for me, up to 3 masks.
Brings me up to, actually brings me up to 4, apparently.
So, let's see here.
I'm at 3.
It might be helpful, I don't know.
Well,
If the father says it's helpful, it's helpful.
I hope. I honestly don't know. We'll see.
it can't hurt, right?
No.
Well, us anyway. I'm not sure about you. It might start to burn you eventually.
Pops off a cork of that one and chugs down one of the 3 right there.
He likes to throw money away, what can I say?
I'm proving to you I am not a monster.
Yet.
I mean, if we go to philosophy, I guess we can't argue that, but... No vampirism to worry about. I don't hit the big points. Let me let you guys know. If I need to bite someone's head off, you all will be the first to know.
That's less reassuring than you think it is, Ash.
Very much so.
Alright, I'll have to earn your trust the old-fashioned way, I guess.
Let's just put it this way. I would at least like to be the 3rd or 4th person to know when you need to eat someone.
I'll tell you what, any weird feelings, I won't hide any of them. I'll start writing a journal down if y'all want. Y'all can read it. Well, sorry. I know you can't read it.
On what you write it in.
I want to add.
I don't know how to write Braille.
Let me add.
Couldn't you do some weird magic shit?
Most of the magic I do is kind of blunt? Question mark?
I mean, I'm not recommending that you hit her in the head, if that's what you're saying.
I can blind everybody right now.
I don't think that would help much, but okay.
I'm not sure how that would do any good.
That's the kind of magic I can cast. Don't really have the helpful magic.
Okay, so as you guys leave the church and you start on towards the pretty much like there's an entire like half a block radius that everyone just kind of steers clear of. You guys all hear a soft whimpering sound, like children standing in the middle of the street, like where nobody else is at.
If this is a pack of evil feral children, I'm out.
It's always evil children.
They're about one seems about 10, the other one seems about 5, 6, or 7. The 10-year-old is a girl, and the other one is a young boy. And he's weeping and clutching a stuffed doll, while the girl is trying to shush him.
You kids okay? What happened?
The girl, she shushes the boy. She turns to you and says, "There's a monster in our house." And she points to a tall brick row house that has seen better days. The windows are dark. It has a gated portico on the ground floor, and the rusty gate is slightly ajar. The houses on either side of it are abandoned, and their windows and doors are boarded up.
What sort?
Good.
What was that, Chase?
That was the whole question. What sort?
Of monster?
Yeah.
They're not sure. But they keep hearing its terrible howls.
See anything off about these kids? Translucent, not translucent, pale, dirty, what?
They seem to
would
be
be off here.
normal, really sad and frightened kids.
Where are your parents?
We don't know, but they keep the monster trapped in the basement.
That's alarming.
We should take a look.
Yeah, no disagreement here.
Famous last words.
Well, you're our monster detector, so keep your ears out.
Considering where we're going, this can't be worse.
Yeah, we've already been to the castle.
Not in front of the kids.
Came back. Sorry.
Coffee, soda.
Alright, so we'll go up to this house. Anything obviously off else about it? Any evil aurora or something, or what?
You don't really sense anything terribly off, other than this place seems to be just left. It almost feels like it's been abandoned, almost.
Doors open? I mean, does the door open easily?
Right.
Yes. You open the door, and the inside is actually surprisingly well kept, in sharp contrast to pretty much the entirety of the rest of the street.
Ash, let me take a look.
Before Inori walks in, she decides to call upon Niall, the puma.
Okay? So, the puma, you hear the subtle roar of the puma, like just a little growl, and then it just, like, materializes beside of you. Okay.
She's gonna give him a nice little head pat, and then in she goes.
Same with me, and I'm going in quietly.
Okay.
In a bare whisper, Ash goes, you guys are really gonna have to show me how to hide so well.
And I'm already gone.
Wow. I just turned my head. You sure he's not magic?
He's straight up
Let me
Batman.
see.
Holy
Wait, no,
shit.
wrong one. God fucking damn it. I'm trying to click stealth. You fucking bastard. Let's try this again. Work for me, bitch. And I suck. I should have kept the first one that I accidentally rolled. Goddamn it.
Yeah.
It was the same modifier.
Okay, so yeah, first roll. Goddamn it, first roll.
Yeah,
Because-
we'll do that. We'll go with it. 'Cause that's just sad. That second one is just sad. Especially if Ash is going, "Please teach me how to stealth."
Ash is just gonna wait. Like, I'll let them check it out. If something scary happens, she'll come rushing in.
Okay. Hope,
So,
do you go inside with them? Okay. Do you want to go in quietly like they are, or do you just want to walk in?
Be loud and proud. Scream at the top of your lungs the whole time.
I mean, Ash is just right over there if you really want that.
And the kids are refusing to go in. They're like, they're too scared of the monster. They think it's gotten out.
half tempted to ask Darn to wait here and watch over the kids.
Okay.
No.
Okay. If
The
Hope-
ghosts, they're hunting us out here.
Not really the quiet sort. Okay, so she just walks in.
Whoa, whoa, ho, ho, ho! I start following her and like, whoa! I go with her.
Okay. Karis and Darn kind of bring up the rear. They're not being this exactly stealthy about it either.
Stealth party, loud party.
You know, Karis isn't quite stealthy. I'm just making sure that like when Nori and I went in, we went in first so we can kind of like spread out, clear rooms, make sure that the place is that we're not going to be jumped by something horrible immediately.
Okay,
Right?
so you and Inori managed to get by the gate without any trouble. When Ash and Darn and Karis go, the gate kind of half swung back shut. They opened it and the gate just shrieks like because it's stuck and rusty. There's oil lamps inside hanging from the ceiling. There's a fairly large foyer within. Hanging on the south wall of the foyer is emblazoned with a coat of arms. It is a stylized golden windmill on a red field, flanked
We found the Coyote house, guys.
flanked
Darn,
by
you're
framed
home.
portraits of stony-faced aristocrats. Inori could try to make a history check if she could see, but she can't, so...
Pretty much.
So you guys kind of...
I bet you Nori would know what that is.
I'm gonna try anyway to see if I can figure out from where we are location-wise. Because
See, this is a foyer, and over there's probably a bedroom.
Yeah, it's a
let's see if
multi-floor
I can
house.
learn this by sense. Boom!
Okay. So you know that this place was at one time occupied by the Durst family, who were probably the ones that are responsible for a lot of the worst of the myths that you know of about this place and the things that happened inside of it. You know that there were human sacrifices. You definitely know that for sure. Some of the Vistani, like, they would talk about, every once in a while, a couple of Vistani hunters would be sent, down this way, and they never returned. Let's see. Wow, you can hear the rainforest, guys. There's mahogany framed doors in this place. And all of the windows are actually set with stained glass.
I am going to relay what I know to the party that's within earshot. Very, very quiet.
Stay very quiet.
Very, very quietly. Overlay.
You could do the mind link thing.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try the thinking thoughts thing.
You and I still have the link together. I only broke the link with Ash.
So, all right. Theris gets the thinky thoughts.
And just think back at her, kind of give her a vague description of what I'm looking at, since I know she can't see it.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely is the heraldry of the Durst family, who were definitely nuts. The Vistani had some dealings with them that went really, really bad, and that's when the Vistani hunters came at one point to deal with the Durst family, or at least so the stories go.
Dealings with these people, the Durst family. We need to be careful. I've lost family to this house.
Well, hopefully not to the kids. We can still see if we can help them.
Oh, this is some sufficiently creepy music for this. Okay. So, as you guys are walking through the
I'm
foyer-
specifically looking for, like, a basement door, because they mentioned the basement.
Okay. As you're walking through the main hallway, there is a black marble fireplace at one end and a sweeping red marble staircase at another. Mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a long sword with a windmill cameo God damn, I cannot speak today, guys. Worked into the hilt. The wooden paneled walls are ornately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs. I assume you guys are kind of looking around, like, in a little bit of detail. So give me some perception checks. Chase in particular, since he's the eyes.
Good, because I
Now, I need to know if that fails, because if that fails, I can do a thing.
Okay, that actually makes.
Okay.
As you're looking around, and you're kind of like looking close at the walls and stuff, trying to see, secret doors or hinges or something.
If I'm doing investigation, that would have been an 18 instead of a 17, in case that matters.
Okay. It is a perception.
Okay.
You actually see sea serpents and skulls kind of inconspicuously woven into the wall designs.
Like reliefs of them, right? Not like full skulls?
Yeah, just reliefs.
Okay.
But they're really, small. The nymphs and everything are, the full-size carvings and etchings and stuff.
Like subtle additions to the pattern.
Yeah, and these are just kind of extras carved in that you'd have to be close to see.
I am going to be doing a running commentary in Inori's head with all of this.
Okay. Okay, the decorative paneling follows the staircase as it circles towards the second floor. You come across a cloakroom with several black cloaks hanging off from the hooks on the walls, and a top hat sits on the high shelf. You kind of make your way around, because you're still looking around for this place. Is basement okay, that's good to know.
Let me know when Ash shows up.
Okay, so you guys walk in now after them.
Did you guys find anything?
I'm assuming I'm going to see Ash before Ash sees me.
Yes.
And that's when I'm going to use one of my psychic dice, and for the next 2 hours, Ash and Hope are also both able to communicate with me telepathically. It is not a link that's shared between everybody and everybody else. They all can talk to me, and I can talk to all of them.
Okay.
So I'll just be basically translating messages to everyone, just mentally.
Nice.
That expended one of my psionic energy dice.
Okay. And,
that is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Ash pauses for a minute and goes, "So, anything obvious?"
No, but there are some subtle things.
Ash pulls out the Wand of Secrets and uses one of the charges to see if there's a trap door hidden within 30 feet.
Interesting. Wait a minute. Do you have to go up? Okay, how do we get to there? Sorry, guys, I'm looking at this damn map again.
It's fine.
They were doing good on the organization, and now they fucked it up again.
Of course.
While you're reading, I'm gonna go take a potty break real fast.
Alrighty.
I think the idea is supposed to be that you're supposed to read the book first.
Well, the thing is I've read a good chunk of this, and then, I've slept since then.
Yeah, but see, that doesn't mean that I can't make fun of you.
Yeah. Let's see here.
God, man, it's like you're not personally memorizing every word on every page. What's wrong with you? You're supposed to do it like we did it when we were 15.
Yeah, where I'm just like staying up to like 3 in the morning reading this shit.
Exactly, every day. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Who needs to sleep? God.
Sleep is so overrated.
Sleep is a thing I haven't had in years.
This is all. Oh. What? We're gonna change the layout of this place because it makes more goddamn sense for me to do it the other way. All right. So you guys are kind of wandering in. He's filling in the details as he's going along. I need a fucking glass of water too. I'll be right back.
No. Yeah.
Detail, 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 detail. Other detail. Slightly less important detail. Much less important detail. Other detail. I'm a helper.
These salted rosemary cookies are really good.
These crackers are deep.
That's a little. That's unexpected, but I might have to see if I can find them. Where do you find those?
I'm
I
back.
found these in Fairfield. There's a place called Meridian Bar and Kitchen, and then across is their wine shop. And this is one of the local goodies.
Okay.
It's called the Lark Fine Foods Company. It was $6, but there's 3 different kinds of shortbread cookies, and there's like 12 mini cookies in each little roll.
Okay.
All freaking organic or something, like they're all homemade.
They'll have the best beef jerky on the planet
Yeah.
that my dog gets.
Yeah, they're all 100% whole wheat shortbread cookies.
If they're 100% whole wheat, how do they put anything else in the cookie?
It was made with 100% unbleached whole wheat flour, smartass. I don't care.
You missed me.
Right? So they're particularly not ridiculously sugary cookies. Like, serving size 4 cookies. Calories.
I just found them I just found the place on a map. I'll have to remember that.
Go to the candy store too.
All right. So you walk in to another room. This oak-paneled room looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head. Positioned around the outskirts of the room are 3 stuffed wolves. 2 padded chairs are draped in animal furs facing the hearth, with an oak table between them supporting a cask of wine, 2 wooden goblets, a pipe rack, and a candelabrum. A chandelier hangs from overhead, with a cloth-covered table surrounded by 4 chairs beneath it. 2 cabinets stand against the walls. The east cabinet has a lock on it. What do you do?
Dory kind of scoffs at the scent of like preserved old dried animal.
I'm going to well, first I'm going to wait for the answer to Ash using her wand.
Okay. You guys are standing here. I need a better.
Ash is probably in whatever the front room is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking for the foyer now. Let's see better. Feet. 3 floors roughly. I can go up to 3 floors. Down 3.
I mean, if it's nothing, it's fine.
No, I'm looking to see exactly how this is laid out.
I guess the next one I'll try is burnt sugar. Shut up and rogue.
That just sounds like a yummy caramel cookie, so.
It's just called burnt sugar.
Hey, sounds like caramel.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Alright, let's see
She's
what a burnt sugar
there,
cookie
and 1B, probably. Based in... So 2A is there. Okay. 2B is that closet you guys saw, I think.
There's anise in this, goddammit.
This thing sucks ass. Alright.
No, it's not
Right,
anise,
so
it's
from
fennel.
there is Chase, there's 2.
Oh. That's why they call it burnt sugar. There be red pepper flakes in this fucking sugar.
Okay, nothing
Ooh.
goes off, I don't think.
Ooh.
So just to make sure, the
At least
the
not
lock
there.
you said was a cabinet. Is that right?
Yep, there's a locked cabinet in the room.
And just so I'm clear, because I may have missed something early on, I want to make sure this is not the place we were actually looking for originally. This was we got sidetracked on the way there, right?
Yep.
It is the place where you need to be because of her history check. You're able to tell that for sure.
Okay, I wanted to make sure that because basically, if this is a random house, I'm not looting a random bunch of kids. If this is the place we're investigating, then I'm going to break into that
where
cabinet.
you're supposed to be.
Yeah, then I'm gonna quietly break into that cabinet.
Let me find that. Okay, so roll your thieves' tools use.
Let me know if 21 isn't good enough.
Oh, you definitely make that.
It's almost like I'm good at some of these things.
I know, right? So you
Well, you're
pick the
not.
lock pretty much on the first try, and as you pull the door open real quiet, like, you can tell it wants to squeak, but you're just so smooth you keep it from doing that. And inside you find a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, and a hand crossbow with 20 bolts for each weapon.
Interesting. I'm going to relay that to the others telepathically.
Your secret door looking.
Try the hand crossbow.
We'll hand it over to you if you want it. I'll bring it to you quietly.
There is one nearby. I knew it. I knew it. So is this on the main floor?
Is Karis interested in having a crossbow at all?
He would not be any use with it, but I can keep one. Well, I don't even need one myself, so I'll just hand the other 2 to you and Darn if you want them.
I don't really need it.
I definitely don't need them.
Where to go?
Hey, I'm a half drow. Hand crossbow for a thing. Yeah.
They should have
What about
the
Hope?
map.
Hope interested in any of these crossbows?
Here. Didn't mean to do that.
In my defense, guys, I told him to read it more yesterday.
You should have told him harder.
Yeah, apparently.
Yes, you would be.
Want to try burnt sugar cookie?
Just to have a backup weapon, if nothing else. Well, it's this map. Like, this map is so fucked.
Or rosemary cookie.
So he's here, you're in that room. 2, 3.
Just for a warning, it's a very interesting.
Should be 1 up.
Come on, guys. We really know how to solve
2
this.
up.
Let's get this party started. Starts lighting a fire. I'm kidding.
That is most likely going to be a solution. However, this is a brick building, so it's not going to be the only solution.
Yeah, you're right.
Actually, yeah, it
On the
would
bright
go
side-
off. You do.
On the bright side, it being a brick building means the fire will be partially contained.
What is it with the all the fire?
Your wand, it did glow and pointed upwards and to the right, by the way. Sorry it took so long for the answer to that question. And
Sorry,
yes,
I
Hope
thought I
would
was
be
being helpful,
interested.
not harmful.
So yeah, make sure Hope gets a crossbow.
Okay.
Which one did you want, light or heavy?
Get her the light, I think.
Okay, I'll just mark the heavy one as being the one we still have. You can just put the light one into her inventory.
Okay. Write that in.
While you're breaking through that, the wand goes off and she lets you all know through the mental link. We got some secret door upstairs over here?
I'll go check it out. Look for a basement.
Okay. Ash kind of starts looking around for a basement.
And I will creep my way upstairs like a creepy creeper person.
Okay. So you're gonna creep your way up.
Yes.
So as you guys are wandering around, oh, hello. That is handy. Actually, no. The wand would have glowed in that room, in the den of wolves. So how do you? But when you go over to it, like where the wand was pointing, you can't open it, but it is definitely there.
Something, sir.
I'll give it a quick investigation if necessary.
Okay. But yeah, it doesn't seem like you can open it from this side.
So it looks like it's a one-way door.
Yeah.
We found our Skyrim door, guys.
Ha!
As you guys start exploring around, you come into the kitchen. It's tidy with dishware and cookware and utensils neatly placed on the shelves. A work table has a cutting board and a rolling pin on top of it. A stone dome-shaped oven stands near the east wall, its bent iron stovepipe connecting to a hole in the ceiling. Behind the stove and to the left is a thin door leading to a well-stocked pantry. All the food appears to be fresh.
What?
What?
Well, that makes sense. People lived here until about 10 minutes ago.
There's also a dumbwaiter in the room, in the kitchen. About 2 feet wide.
Ash opens it up. Does it go up or down?
Let's see here. 7, 8. It goes up. But it is too small for any of you to fit through.
Well, this is not a way for anything really. This only goes up.
As you guys walk into like the
Bet you wish you could turn into a bat now.
Where's the goddamn stairs? Like the other goddamn stairs. We should have multiple stairs. I'm sorry. They're just trying to drive me up the wall with this goddamn layout. Like, it's literally designed as a dungeon and not as a house, and it's driving me up the fucking wall. I'm like, you can lay the D&D-ism off just a little bit, guys. It's a fucking house.
Well, while we're waiting for God to figure things out, Ash will poke around the food in the kitchen. Is there anything good to eat?
So you open up, like, it looks like a couple of things. Like, you see what, looks like chocolate morsels. You pop one in your mouth, and it's just really bland.
Bland.
Yeah. Like dollar store.
They're just candy mimics.
I thought the black pudding was terrifying.
I was gonna say, I think this is worse than a mimic. Or a pudding. It starts inside of you. Roll initiative.
Wait, what?
Digestion versus mimic.
Oh dear God, that's terrible.
I will get to its kidneys through you. I promise. You'll see.
Darn, you heal. I stab. Heal. Heal. Was the best episode of House ever.
Oh God.
Oh God. Oh, it hurts. It hurts to laugh. It hurts so much to laugh. Okay, so you guys kind of make your way into the dining room. It's just there's a centerpiece wood paneled dining room with a carved mahogany table. This place really likes deforesting the rainforest. That's all I'm saying. Surrounded by 8 high-back chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. A crystal chandelier hangs above the table, which is covered with a resplendent silverware and crystalware polished to a dazzling shine. Mounted above the marble fireplace is a mahogany frame painting of an alpine vale. Okay. Let me see who wrote this right quick, so I can do a thing right quick. Who's the lead writer?
You think they at least have servants, don't you? Ash is
Okay,
like looking at
I'm
all
gonna
of
just
this.
go ahead and call out Christopher Perkins, who is the lead designer for this thing, and the editor, Kim Mohan. Y'all, people with a mahogany fetish don't use this much mahogany. Just stop. Just stop. Don't do this again.
Only the ranger truly knows how much pain was had happened for this house to exist.
Yeah. The wall painting is carved with elegant images of deer among the trees. You guys are kind of still looking around, so go ahead and roll me a perception check. Everybody.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
Boom!
Nice.
Wow, there we go.
Natural 20.
Damn! Okay, everybody's doing good on this one. Alright, so as you guys are like looking around, and Nori's like, because hers is the highest roll, I'm gonna go with hers. She feels into the as she's looking for the like secret, like as you guys looking for secret doors and shit. She feels twisted faces carved into the tree trunks and wolves lurking amid the carved foliage.
What the hell?
Red silk drapes cover the windows, and a tapestry depicting hunting dogs and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after a wolf hangs from an iron rod bolted to the south wall.
The wolf is chasing aristocrats?
No, they're chasing the wolf on horses.
Okay, good. Sorry, I misheard you the first time.
No, you're fine, you're fine. Yeah, they're definitely making up for last week's rolls. I think Foxy's bringing the luck today.
You won't believe. I'm gonna relay telepathically the freaky carvings I'm feeling here, and starting to figure out that there's a theme here.
Is it perhaps is it mahogany? Is that the theme?
No, there's a lot of hidden gruesome imagery here.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
There's all the skulls that I noticed earlier as well.
Now we have twisted faces and creepiness. It's almost like this house has watchers in the walls.
I'm staring at the lead designer just out into the ether where I think he's at right now in contempt.
And then the wall masters come out on the floor.
No, shut up!
The hand grabs Ash first.
Bite! Bite! Bite!
And then the chocolate mimic begins to attack Ash's innards.
No, they have an advantage! Ah!
Not fraud, but the most villainous ever. How shot you up!
And it's like it's an alien seed, this little chocolate thing that comes out.
Oh, gee.
So you guys are, walking further along now, and you kind of come across the upper hall. Unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls of this elegant hall. Hanging above the mantelpiece is a wood-framed portrait of the Durst family.
Are the kids in the portrait?
Yes. There are two smiling small children.
Are they the same age as the kids we saw outside?
Yes.
Okay.
Does it look like anyone has been living in this house recently at all? Like,
oh yeah, like everything you guys
food?
have seen so far, like the house looks well kept, it's clean, there's fresh food in the pantry.
Literally, like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but everything you're describing so far, it feels like up until about 30 minutes ago, this house was a normal house.
Seems that way so far, yes.
Other, of course, than the monster in the basement, obviously.
Yeah. Other than
but then again, we're in Bolivia. That's normal
basement
here.
that you guys have still not found the entrance to. Or
Ash
heard any
says,
tale of any monster. Like, you, for all the talk about its howls, you couldn't hear it. And those
I'm going
kids
to
were convinced that thing had gotten loose, and they're not willing to go in the house until they know the thing's dead.
I'm sending a message to Ash. I'm asking her, can you make some noise somewhere other than where you're standing?
I don't have any spells like that, but I can walk off and go make noise if you'd like.
Picking up something heavy and throwing it across the room would do fine, Ash. I'm not asking weird magic shit.
Okay. Ash finds something random to grab and throws.
Okay. So you throw
Or
an
that'd be
object.
acrobatics. Since...
Who cares? It got yeet.
Yeet.
The yeet.
I
Makes
cast
a nice.
yeet.
So you throw it with a pretty good chunk of force. It's not, quite fastball good, but it's good enough, and it makes a good satisfying thunk against the opposite wall. You've chipped like a nice carved edge molding that had a nice pretty design on it. You did chip it.
And I'm kind of listening to hear if anything perhaps below us starts moving around in response.
Okay. Roll perception check.
Can do.
In the mental league ashes, I can use this wand 2 more times today.
That's probably gonna not be the best roll, so I'm gonna, just in case, I'm gonna add my psionic die to that. I only expend the die if I succeed.
Okay.
That's nice.
So that's a d6. So that's a total of 13?
You do not hear anything.
Okay.
Any of us
Yeah, I'll send through the link just letting them all know whatever's here, if it's quiet, whatever it is.
Okay. Cradled in this portrait, the kids are happy. Cradled in the father's arms is a swaddled baby, and the mom is looking at it kind of with a hint of scorn in her eyes.
At the baby?
Yes. Suits of armor flank the wooden doors on the east and western walls. Each suit of armor is clutching a spear and has a visored helm shaped like a wolf's head. The dwarves are carved with dancing youths. And I assume you're going to be checking things out.
Yeah.
And we already did your perception roll for that, so you actually see that the youths are not actually dancing, but they're fighting off swarms of bats.
That
seems familiar.
creepy.
You're at the end of the hallway is that red marble staircase that goes upwards. A cold draft can be felt from coming down the stairs.
These people have a penchant for crazy carvings.
I'll head up first, quietly.
Okay.
Gonna follow quietly.
Stealth it up.
We'll wait longer and then follow up loudly.
Let me know if that ends up not being enough. I still have psionic energy dice.
God fucking damn it.
Damn. So you're fairly quiet and stealthy, and Inari's just, she steps on every wrong stair almost, about 2 or 3 of them, just the marble cricks and cracks. She almost slips and kind of does the damn it thing because it is marble.
This is so not like the woods.
No wonder it's the house of the death. It's not up to code.
The stairwell leads up into... Fuck here.
Yes, it's this eerily quiet in the house as well.
It is actually, disturbingly quiet. Right up until fuck it, I'm changing the layout of this place. It works better this way. So you come up into the next hallway, and it opens up into the library. Red velvet drapes cover the windows of this room. And fuck the designers, I'm changing it. A exquisite maple desk and a matching high-back chair face the entrance and the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of the windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in the corners of the room are two overstuffed chairs. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall. A rolling ladder allows one to more easily reach the high shelves. The desk has several items resting on top of it. An oil lamp, a jar of ink, a quill pen, a tinderbox, and a letter kit containing a red wax candle.
Part of your inner soul screams. You realize something's wrong. The desk is a different wood. The feng shui is off.
It's all wrong now!
Has anyone noticed that there should be servants or something around here?
Yeah,
It's
I've been
way too quiet.
Yeah.
Monster
Y'all have, like,
Moth.
for all the signs of it being so clean and well-maintained and everything else, like, you would expect this place to have some damn servants or at least someone roaming around. Like, it's a little like...
The monster might have scared them off.
No, but you don't understand. There should be more dust in the air or something. If it's
I mean, like, just now. Like, when the kids got scared outside. Maybe they left, too. And they didn't stick around, because they didn't have a lot of loyalty.
We didn't really check to see if the kids were lying.
They are, Zale. They're, and, like... most of the time, stuff is really well made, but this is, like, one of the really old adventures. And you could tell this is before they kind of knew how to get their feet wet and under them. Especially with the editing choices, like the mahogany spam. Like, I get it. Like, they think mahogany's like a really fancy wood, and it is. But there's more than just that for fancy wood, guys. Hell, you could probably make, like, and still a piss poorly made mahogany something isn't going to look as good as just something even that's just maple that's well made, so. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, it's so obsessed that I'm like, I'm changing wood now. Fuck this. I will never read that word for the rest of the day, willingly. At least not
Have you
aloud.
find out that the monster we're facing is a mahogany golem?
I don't know if the druid would be excited or terrified.
I guess scare roused would be a fitting thing for a druid there. So, the Durst family seal is on top of on top of that wooden box that's on the desk. There's also, like, when you poke around the drawers, there's all the desk drawer is empty except for an iron key. The bookshelves
Good.
The bookshelves themselves hold hundreds of books covering a range of topics from everything from history, warfare, alchemy. There's also several shelves containing first edition collected works of poetry and fiction.
I'll let you guys.
Roll me perception checks while you guys are looking around.
Ash is not there yet, so I'll let you guys do it.
That did not go great.
It's alright, you're covered.
Or did Nori did.
Nori did just fantastic. So she's kind of, feeling her way around. He pulls...
I'm hiding so well, I'm hiding from myself.
She kind of feels something wrong with, like, one of the books and kind of pulls on it a little bit. And... How does it open? You know what? I'm going to just stereotype it then. It doesn't tell me how it opens. So she pulls on the book, and the whole shelf just kind of slides on over to the left.
Whoa.
Nice find.
just walks in at this moment. Oh, I see you guys found something.
As you
Nice
guys,
find.
do you go in, like, you can see a bunch more bookshelves inside of this room.
I'm gonna let them look through the bookshelves. I'm gonna check out the hidden door.
Okay, so you go inside, and you see another, and inside of this room, there are even more bookshelves. However, these are not nearly as benign, if not
I'm gonna
expensive.
start reading off book titles at people in my head.
You find a book with basically one of them is like a primer's guide to demonology. Is like the first thing you see. Another one you kind of can't make out the language, but just looking at it makes your skin crawl.
As Modius and you, a newbie's guide. Skillings for dummies.
Turns over immediately. What did you say?
Skillings for dummies. What parts of the heart to sacrifice to whom?
The fun way to make a flesh golem.
You find there is a tome of necromantic rituals written by some group called the Priests of Ozibus.
I'm gonna try to pronounce that name at them, and realize that why am I trying to pronounce a word? I'm just going to literally think the word at them really hard, and hopefully they'll pick it up.
Alright, I'll roll Arcane.
Okay, roll me your Arcana.
Modify 19.
You're going to need about an hour to study the one in particular book that he brings out.
Let me look at this. This is something...
But it does kind of pique your interest, at least at first.
If Darn wants to take a look at any religious books, he can do that.
Yeah, we could do that, actually. I need to get his thing out.
While they're doing that, I'm going to use my Psionic Power Recovery to recover one of my Psionic dice.
Nice.
Just takes me a bonus action.
Very nice. So, as, Darn's looking through, like, he's like, he picks up one of them, the one that makes his, like, and it almost sizzles in his hand. One of the books he picks up. And he kind of looks at it funny, and then just kind of slides it back into place.
When he does that, I'll go grab it.
Okay. So you take
just
it.
to see if it looks if it makes me sizzle too.
It does not. However, you swear you hear whispers just below your ability to make them out. Like it sounds like almost like 5 people trying to have a conversation with each other at the same time, but you can't make.
Funny, I know exactly what that sounds like.
Yeah.
Flip, flip, flip.
Just to make. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna feel my way around the alchemy herbal books or whatever.
Okay. So. Nice. So further in the room, like I'm assuming, like you kept the book for yourself, your scrawly.
That one, yeah.
Book. Okay, so you're keeping the whispery, scrawly book. I'll make a note of that.
For now, yeah.
You go further into this room, and you see a chest with a skeleton sticking out of the chest, wearing leather armor. As you inspect it closer, the skeleton clearly belonged to a human who triggered a poison dart trap. 3 darts are stuck in his ribs in armor.
Immediately think of the others. Be careful what you touch. Let me know if you find anything strange.
Ash is too invested in the book. She just goes, yeah, sure, yeah. Just keeps flipping.
Clutched in the skeleton's left hand is a letter bearing the seal of Strahd von Zarovich, from whom the adventurer tried to remove from the chest. Written in an elegant, flowing script, the letter reads as follows. My most pathetic servant, I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled upon your hidden altar, however many visitors that you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who have brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent. You abandoned love for madness, and took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son. Cursed by darkness? Of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I think I prefer you much as you are. Your dread lord and master, Strahd von Zarovich.
Damn.
I'm going to relay that to the to everyone except Ash, since she's too busy.
Flip, flip, flip.
That's par for the course.
As
I
you
said it needed an hour.
you see some glimmer in beneath on the skeleton, and as you kind of move him off to the side, you find three blank.
I'm going to just make sure there's no other traps on this.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me a perception.
I think that searching for traps is usually investigation, isn't it?
Is it? Okay, go for investigation then.
Okay, I'm slightly better at that. Is the only reason I asked.
Sure. Yeah, you could totally do it that way. Because you kind of have a hint now. There is no traps that you can see.
Okay. Just making sure there wasn't like another poison dart trap that will kill me if I touch it.
So as you kind of move the guy aside, and you kind of mind where the darts are just in case there's still hot poison on there. You see 3 blank books with black leather covers. There are three spell scrolls, and you can kind of feel the magic tingling on your fingers when you touch them. There's a deed to the house, a deed to a windmill, and a signed will.
Okay.
The will is signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst, and bequeaths the house, the windmill, and all other family property to Rosvalda and Thornbolt Durst in the event of their parents' deaths. The book scrolls... Okay. And that is what you find within the chest.
Spell Thornbolt for me.
What was that? Thornbolt? Okay. Thorn, and then BOLDT.
Okay, thank you very much. We sing the house and windmill in events of parents' death.
Okay.
And then 3 black leather books, you said?
Yes, with blank pages.
3 blank. And so also how many spell scrolls?
3.
Okay.
If
3
you're not a magic user, you can't tell.
unidentified arcane scrolls to have Ash look at when she isn't busy.
Anything out of this book yet?
No. So, as you guys wander along, you kind of go through the library. Karis takes a book out of the secret room once Chase comes out of it. Like he was kind of drawn to one in particular. He takes one, kind of puts it in his little travel sack. Darn just kind of shakes his head at Karis, and Karis just goes, "What?" You guys start to wander out. You know, Ash is just like nose in the book when she's kind of following along with you guys. The book is fascinating to read, by the way. It just seems to just engross you more and more as you're going. Because it's
to be an almost baby vampire, part 1.
50 Shades of Blood.
Oh.
It took a couple of swallows to get that down without spitting it out.
Oh my god, he made her sign a contract!
She actually never signed that contract. Shut up! I had to read it. It was in my book club thingy.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. You have our condolences.
At least it made Twilight look good by comparison, so it's all good.
It was a better book than Twilight. Twilight. A way better series than Twilight.
Harsh truths are terrifying.
All sorts of dark secrets have been revealed today on stream.
The only reason I read Twilight is because a friend of mine told me it was so good and she was all squee girl over it, so I decided to give it a shot and corrupted my soul to get all the way through in the hopes that it would get better. It did not. And that is 3 months of my life I will never get back and about 3 IQ points.
Look at the bright side. Look at the bright side. Now you know never to respect that friend's judgment again.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, that is some good life advice right there. I mean, it really is.
I gave her 50 Shades of Grey just to share the pain and agony. Even though it was a better story than Twilight.
You know, we're already due for another awkward book saga again for a new author.
Yeah, we kind of are overdue for it.
No.
I kind of miss it.
I don't.
You want me to link you some things on Amazon?
No, I find my own weird shit.
I am actually familiar with several things if you're looking for terrible books.
No.
You know of at least one that's about a love affair between a billionaire and his jet plane, and yeah.
Nope. I'm out.
Oh, that gets you before we even get to the one about the Velociraptor?
I was going to bring up the T-Rex, but okay.
Okay, haunted house, crazy things, walls, make it go.
Yeah, they're all just staring.
The less scary part.
They're all just staring at you. She was just talking in voices there for a minute, like, what the fuck?
So you walk into the conservatory, as that's the next room, and gossamer drapes hang from the windows of this elegantly appointed hall, which has a brass-plated chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Upholstered chairs line the walls, and stained glass wall hangings depict beautiful men and women and children singing and playing instruments. A harpsichord with a bench rests upon the northwest corner. Near the fireplace is a large standing harp. Alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers adorn the mantelpiece. Roll perceptions, just out of curiosity, since you guys are still looking around and kind of, being detail-y.
Do you want me to roll mine at disadvantage because it has my nose
Yes,
in a book?
yours is disadvantaged. And
Okay, I'll roll one more time.
Theris easily sees that several of these... You bombed.
I know.
You are just getting sucked into that book. Like, it is just fascinating.
Where did Ash go?
Yeah.
Round.
The Chase notices that several of the dancers are actually well-dressed skeletons. There's a balcony that also is out into, like there's a nice large balcony that is on this library, outside the library.
That leads to the outside?
Yes.
I'm going to step outdoors.
Okay. Let's... Alright, so now, let me look up some stats.
Oh my god, guys, the Warforged died for their sins, till all are one.
I died for your sins. And then the other one screamed, Megatron!
This is the best Warforged Druid story I've ever read.
Where is it? Where are they?
Nope. Nope.
Got to be shitting. Where is the fucking... Oh my god. Do not make me do it through the computer. This is going to make me do it that way. Fine. Fine. I still don't get to use my Monsters Manual. I have to do it online. That's just...
You might want to give in and finally buy the digital book for this. It might make searching around a little bit easier for you.
Well, this has nothing to do with it, unless it's statted out in that book.
Which a lot of there, it might well be.
It might actually be. You're right. Let me see. There's a thing for it. They probably made it more adventure specific for this particular thing, even though it used to be in the normal books.
I figured it out. Ash stumbled upon fanfiction.net.
No. I like the first one, .net. An artery of our own.
It's a cookbook. It's a cookbook.
How to prepare for the humans?
Described.
To serve baby.
That's not the same thing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look it up the other way. All right.
It's an odd
Website.
way of preparing baby goat.
Goat. Just want to search. Monsters.
While you're doing that, I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Won't take me long now that I'm here once I find the search button again.
Oh, my bad. Name for a baby goat is a kid. There we go. That's the right way to put it.
Yes.
There it is. Okay, that is exceptional. And I hope I didn't just ruin my place. No, I didn't, because I left the bookmark in it. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, that would have pissed me off.
Y'all ready to add a couple more years to our group?
Oh, I feel so bad for this thing. I feel so bad for this thing.
Let me ask as a question.
No.
Someone's going to hell for that. I don't know
You go to hell and you die. Oh my god.
Oh, this is gonna suck ass for this thing.
Operation Dogpile.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. After the stuff y'all have dealt with, I'm like, they really felt that this was worth putting in the book.
Just a warm up. Not everything has to be a life and death event, a fight.
Oh God, no! But it's just gonna be hilarious. Like it's almost like you guys get to vent on this one.
One little cobalt.
Not quite that helpless.
It's a very depressed demi-lich.
Oh.
Guys, I'm just not quite feeling myself anymore.
We don't want you to feel anything.
Oh my God, this is so sad. That at least going for it. It's got a pretty good healthy immunities. That's about all I can say for it.
Gonna interrupt Ash's reading time. She will not like that.
Yeah. And it does.
No spoilers.
Those. All right, there we go. I've got it written out, so now we're just waiting on everybody to get back.
Waiting on Chase.
Yep.
So how far are we into this 1 hour of reading for the book? 20 minutes?
We are 4 pages in
4 pages in.
out of 9. So about halfway in.
Okay.
Halfway through. Honestly, like, this is almost more like it's almost more exploration, which I do like that part. Than anything. Like, it's just punctuated by violence. Instead of being a murder slog all the way through. I do appreciate that, at least.
Guys, the book's telling me the answer is mahogany.
We'll add it on this one. Die in a fire.
It's a mimic that only hungers for mahogany.
I love
The
it.
mahogany can also die in a fire.
I love it. I love it.
Has someone ever statted out the house-sized mimic that just just sits and waits for people to go inside?
That reminds me of that movie Monster House. That was
There is a house mimic somewhere. I don't know if it made it to 5e or not. Hang on a
I
minute.
think it's one of the Beast books you got by Cobalt Press.
I think you're right. We got enough images for that thing, and that is creepy.
I'm
I'll have
back.
to look in my Cobalt Press book, but I don't think it's in the first one. I think it's in like the second or third one. If they've got it. I'm seeing a lot of homebrew versions.
That's cool. Well,
Of
Chase is
course,
back.
there's also the Book of Mimics. No, the Mimic Book of Mimics.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Because the book that tells you about mimics is obviously a mimic. Duh.
You can't trust its lies.
Right.
Okay,
That's
so
what Zone of Truth is for.
Chase goes outside. There's a suit of armor that springs to life and swings at him.
Just to make sure, I've been doing my best to stay stealthy this whole time. Did it get past that?
Yes, it has blind sense.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I was gonna say, can I actually type? That would, be handy.
That will definitely hit me.
That most certainly hits. Wow, I'm kind of surprised. I was talking trash about this thing for like 10 minutes.
And it said, fuck your pouch.
It really did say fuck me. Oh,
Oh no, it hit your kidneys.
Jesus!
Oh, 6 damage is not my kidneys. Come on, I'm good.
Take 12 damage as it swings on you twice.
Which will send me stumbling back into the room with a shout of ow.
Holy. So this armor, kind of smacks him twice really hard, and then Chase is like, oh, shit!
We're doing it.
Alright, roll initiative. Got my golden axe out.
Wow, this thing is just angry. It is mad that I talked all that shit. So, we have Inori with a 22. Theris, 14. We have Ash with an 11. Hope, go ahead and roll your initiative.
Should be in near the top center of your screen.
No, don't blow away. I need you. It knew I was making fun of it. That's why it rolled so damn good.
Well, we know these monsters have feelings just like our dice do.
Apparently.
I hope it has feelings, then I know it has a brain and I can hurt it.
Mental kidneys.
But yeah, it's like the classic suit of armor, and it's just animated.
I guess as a free action, I'll roll just to see if I know what it is. Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it. I'll wait on Hope's initiative.
No idea. I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, it looks like it is. That's what you're thinking.
This ain't a zombie. I don't know what it is. Is a zombie in there?
You still with us, Hope? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, so we'll go ahead and roll her initiative for her, so that we have her 18. Okay. Wow, so apparently, this thing. So we got you. All right. So for sure, those two are gonna go pretty early. So I could probably go ahead and write them out. So I guess we need to do Karis and Darn and Mako's initiatives, huh?
Yeah, I'll roll a d20 for Darn.
I can do Mako.
Go for Mako.
And Darn is not going anytime soon.
Darn has got a 5. Wow.
Darn's still creeped out by that creepy book.
Karis has a 6. And Mako has a 10. Okay. Alright, so the initiative order then is Inori, followed by Hope.
Inori, we need you to one-shot this thing.
So the armor... did what, a 19? Yeah. Theris has a 14, so armor. Theris at a 14. The armor has a 19. Theris has a 14.
Yeah, Hope's at 22 and Nori's at 19.
Yep. And then Ash after Theris. So Mako after Ash. Karis after Mako. Darn is going last. Okay. This thing's like ready to go full on badass, apparently. He's like, you think that I'm a joke? You think I'm the lamest monster category in the entire book? Really? Huh? That's pretty much what it just did. DM's note, y'all. I've spent the last like 25 years making fun of animated anythings because I think they're lame and stupid and completely lack creativity for the most part. Like, for fuck's sakes, they like straight out rip off Fantasia. Like, there are literally animated brooms that can attack people in D&D.
They're a spell, just called animate object. So.
Yeah, but I just find it so lame most of the time that I'm like, ugh. Come on, guys. Come on. You know?
Yeah, this will say hold my animated beer.
Ash realized it didn't have blood in it. She's not all that.
Remind me later, and I'll show you the cooler version of this.
Yes, I will definitely have to do that. Because, like I said, most of the time I find animate object to be just so lame. It's so lame.
When a whole room comes alive, though, it's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, mimics...
Yeah, that's usually poltergeist.
Now, the funnier part is mimics, I've never actually gotten to fight a mimic. Ever.
As the story goes, that you know.
For all I know, a weapon I was wielding was a mimic the whole time. Who knows?
It's really not an intelligent sword. It's just a mimic.
Its name is Chesty. Chesty McChesterson.
You say that. You say that.
Guys, this one mimic's actual a barrel. I'm a little worried. He's thinking creatively. What do we do?
As it turns out, Theros is a human mimic.
Dun dun dun.
Oh my god.
In my backstory, I was raised by mimics. What does that get me?
No fear for you.
I guess that would be Beauty and the Beast, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Animated objects and mimics everywhere. Yeah.
When you realize your family's different from other families.
What were we doing again? Completely lost track now.
Well, I'm getting hit by a piece of armor.
Yeah.
They just decided to punch me twice in the face.
I tried to identify it, but I just said it's made out of metal.
You're brilliant.
Look,
This book's
she
more
really got caught up in Grizzix, the fan fiction about Grazd.
Grass truly does have a heart of gold. He's redeemable, man. I feel it.
I have sired more tieflings than Asmodeus.
Wow. Anyway, who's starting off?
I think we're waiting on Hope.
Yeah, we're waiting on Hope to get back. It'll be you and her are the first two in the initiative order.
Ooh.
And then it's the armor. Because apparently, like I said, the armor was like, I'll show you. I'll show you I'm not a lame monster.
Well, we could do a little bit of stuff.
I guess we can go ahead and do an Ori's round.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like Battle Cat charge.
Okay, so come Battle Cats. And get that Puma into combat. Alright, so where is our... Okay, she is back. Awesome. So once Inori finishes, Foxy, then it'll be your turn, and you guys are fighting an animated armorer that just smacked the assassin-y guy.
I got punched twice in the face by a piece of metal that decided it didn't like me just because I walked out of a door.
Yeah, it decided it wanted some. It heard me. It knew I was talking smack about its brothers.
Yeah, it did that. Hey, so how the fuck am I supposed to roll this shit here?
Okay, so let's get your... Yeah, where is your primal thing?
It just gives me a side thing, but doesn't give me anything else.
You know, you could actually. I think I know what Foxy wants to do for her first ever thing in combat, and I am totally on board this. I am totally on board when it gets to her turn. I am so on board. I think I know exactly what she wants.
Let's see. Beast moves at least 20 feet straight forward, and hits with a maul attack on the same turn. Target takes an extra 1d6 slashing, blah blah blah. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw against spell save, DC, or be knocked prone. It is not, I don't even know what that is. It's armor, so whatever.
Okay, so knock his ass out. Do it.
Or at least knock it over. But it doesn't have anything for me to click to roll the attack.
You'll probably have to type out the bonuses then in the RPG dice bot channel.
You can click the dice button on the left or right and roll manually off of that too.
Yeah, but it doesn't say what dice I'm using. It really doesn't.
Should tell you.
Okay, wait, no. Small. Melee attack weapon. Spell attack. What the hell is my spell attack modifier again?
Guess it'd be your proficiency plus your
So melee weapon attack.
just like a melee attack, I would think.
Modifier to hit. Like, I don't know what the spell attack modifier is when this chick is.
Cool.
Hmm.
Cool. All right.
Mine just uses my charisma bonus. It has spell DC 13 for mine, and I have a charisma of 17 right now. So.
Interesting. Companion. Target is a creature. It must succeed only strength save.
Yeah.
Versus your spell DC. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the DC that we were using for your entangling strike, or that would probably be, what is that?
It should be on your character sheet.
Yeah, I got mine's under pack magic under features and traits, so you might be under.
You can also just go to the spells list, and it's at the top of spells.
Okay.
Modifier, spell attack, save DC. They're all right there.
Yeah,
13. Okay, so it's got to make a 13. Okay. Or be knocked on its ass.
As it turns out, the sheet keeps everything really handy there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really miss this when when it goes away, because we all know Wizards is making their own VTT. I'm gonna miss this so much. All right, so
speak of such dark times.
It has to do so. It makes with the maul attack. So you got to hit with the maul. So it's your spell attack modifier to hit. So that would be +5. So you got a +5 to hit. Okay.
Okay. Still doesn't know what the fuck. What the fuck is this thing? It's driving me crazy now. Where are you at?
So, did you forget how to do the roll in the chat bot?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one am I, which dice am I rolling? Like, is it a D20?
D20. D20
Yeah.
+5.
All right. Wow, seriously, keyboard. Oops, I forgot the exclamation point.
Yep.
Just so you know, when you're looking at your D&D Beyond character sheet, there's a button there as well that has a die in the lower left. You can hit that and choose the die from there if you want to roll it from there.
Handy.
So what I
did not know that, actually.
That's how I do Darn's initiative.
Wait, there's a what now?
Lower left of your character sheet on D&D Beyond, there's a little D20 symbol in a circle. If you hit that, you can roll a die manually.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Will it let her put it in the modifier?
It won't, but you know.
You can
Okay.
manually add
Yeah,
that.
whatever. I can just add 5 to it. God damn it.
Okay.
That's 10.
10. Okay, so that misses. So the cat does its charge, and it just kind of like shimmies out of the way. It's, animated armor.
Shimmy.
Next up is Hope. What do you do? This is your first attack ever. First real combat action. And yes, you can use that spell.
Go, dear God.
Just type into the chat for us. Or if you don't want to use your comms, that's fine. Just say I cast, because I know what spell I think you're going for.
Still with us?
She was. I don't know if she got called back away.
There it is.
There she is. Okay, so she casts heat metal. So she actually, instead of like her eyes flash with a bright white silvery light, and she kind of half sings in celestial, and as she does, the armor starts to glow red hot. Let's see here. So it takes. So what's the save for it?
There's no save.
Oh, nice. So yeah, it's just straight out like fire just starts dancing on its body.
Just to let you know, Aaron, heat metal. The only save you get to make is to attempt to drop the metal object you're holding on subsequent turns.
Yeah.
And it is metal, so it's fucked.
Exactly. It cannot stop this damage. She can use a bonus action every turn to do more damage.
So, to do your damage roll, you're going to type in the chat, exclamation point, roll, space,
there's actually a button
2d8.
Yeah.
If she brings up the spell on the sheet, there should be a button in the spell to just roll damage.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's nice. She could just... Oh, and you just click cast?
Yeah.
She can click cast, yeah, and then there's also a button in the spell description to roll the damage, I believe.
Yeah. On the spell action part of the action part of the sheet.
Cast.
Heat metal is such a really great spell.
It is.
Cast heat metal. Damage button. I can't see the damage button on there.
Aw. Ooh.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and just do it this way. Jesus. So this turn, it's, it just caught on fire. So basically next turn, she can if this thing is not, if y'all haven't dropped it by then, next turn you just concentrate, and then it takes more fire damage. Like, you just roll.
And she can do something else on the same turn, because it takes a bonus action.
Exactly. So she can still do stuff.
On the next turn, yep.
So the next go is the armor, and now it's like, it's now on fire, and it's starting to kind of glow a little bit. It's going to go ahead, and it's focused on Theris still. Because he's the one that, it was near.
Triggered it, yep.
And it's going for him. Let's see if it'll do its job. That is a clean miss for its first.
Indeed.
And does that hit?
Barely hits me.
Oh.
My AC is 16.
God damn, this thing is just angry at you. You take 5.
And I do not quite have a uncanny dodge yet.
So you take 5 more. It is.
We'll note that down.
It is now your turn, Theris.
Stab it in its ghost kidneys.
I'm blowing at it wildly with the short sword that I have on me.
Okay. Make your attack.
Stab.
That hits.
Okie and that will be that much damage. Oh wait, no, it's not within 5 feet of anybody else, so I don't get sneak attack on that.
Yep. So you do, it's you
But
get
my
a little
offhand,
nick against like the side of its greaves.
Offhand strike, which that will probably hit as well. For 4 more damage, so a total of 10.
Okay. So essentially, like, you kind of do that little flurry thing, and the flames just seem to get more intense on the thing. It's hard to say how you guys are hurting this thing, other than it's on fire. You've put 2 really good dents into the armor. Next up is Ash.
Ash has her shield up. She Yeah, she'll move in and get between Theris and the monster and hack at it with her new golden axe. As I silently clicked away off the character screen right there at the most inconvenient time ever. Sorry, I was reading a spell. There we go.
How dare you all know what your spells do.
Yeah. And, yep. Attacking.
Okay. That hits. Oh, you guys are good at that. Ooh.
And fuck it. As a bonus action, she'll put her curse on it.
Okay. Okay, next up is Mako.
Jesus Christ. Let's see. What's the footage between the armor and the edge of the balcony? I got a pizza.
Let's see. It's inside now. I'd say he's probably could bite it and do the teleport thing, but he could probably, like, teleport back into the room, like, somewhere. Because teleporting outward would probably, off the side of the balcony.
Yeah, no, I was gonna thunderwave that fucker off the balcony, but you know what?
Okay, you could do that too, actually.
You can do. Burning falling damage is fun for them.
Yeah.
So it's gonna thunder wave. All right, so let's look up that. I got that spell again now.
I believe it's a dex save.
Yeah, it's a dex save.
I think it is too. Okay. Failed con save. Okay.
Oh.
So it's got to make a con save.
Does it even have constitution?
Constructs
the most
do have
technical
constitution,
sense, it
yeah.
did have one. Wow, it actually made. I think. Unless his DC's better than a 17.
It would not be, no.
No.
No. So yeah,
But
he actually
still
made the
half
save,
damage.
Yeah.
but still takes the. It does not take the damage though. Yeah, it doesn't take any damage, does it?
It does take half damage on a successful
okay, so
save.
You just roll the
Yeah.
2d8 and.
But it's just not pushed.
Correct. So half of that.
Be about 7. So
Yep.
Mako does the just bark that radiates and echoes, and it hits the armor with such a force that it actually blasts the armor apart and scatters its little pieces all up over the balcony. And Hope's spell just melts the metal all the way into the balcony. Yeah, y'all pretty much gangbanged this thing to death, just like I was hoping it would. It's just as it's as pathetic as I was allowed to believe.
You say that, but that's ow.
Oh, it
Yeah.
hurt. It definitely hurt y'all.
Darn's
If
gonna.
it comes down, then I would have been able to survive as a normal level 1 character. So yeah.
Darn cast healing word at level 2 on Theris.
Okay. Roll the die.
I think it's 2d2 if I do 2d4 if I do it that way. Yeah, 2d4.
Thank you.
Not the best roll. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. No worries. We'll take what I can.
That would also be plus. That's a problem with like not having a real character sheet for him.
No worries. Whatever his wisdom would be.
So you guys, there was a couple of weird little details out on the balcony. Do you go back out to look?
Yeah.
Like you kind of caught something weird out of the corner of your eye when you got smacked in the face by its right and its left. You go out back to the balcony. The outer walls, for once, for the love of God, they found a different wood that wasn't mahogany, ladies and gentlemen. They graduated to oak. I will never forgive them for that. The spam was too much.
I'll never forgive them for changing to oak either. They should have kept mahogany. How dare they?
Yeah, I'm on the mahogany side here.
So there on the woodlands, there are scenes of trees falling and leaves and tiny critters. Um, roll perception for me, just out of curiosity. Okay. You notice there are tiny corpses hanging from the trees and worms bursting up from the ground on these carvings.
Okay.
At this point, it's what the actual hell are we looking at here?
Wait, repeat that? What?
There are small bodies hanging from the trees in the carvings, and worms are bursting out of the ground in the carvings.
Look. Come on.
Yeah.
Like every hidden detail that you guys seen is like just something out of a horror movie.
And it's progressively getting worse.
You know, if we burn this place down, we might still be doing those kids a favor.
Maybe, maybe not.
I want to know, we're standing on the balcony. Where's the balcony? Front, side, or back of the building?
You are off on the west side of the building.
What side is the front door on?
The front side is on the north side.
Okay. So, what kind of visibility do I have towards the front of the house from here?
It kind of like, there's like a little copse of trees, like from a garden that's beneath you, that kind of block your line of sight to the road. But you can kind of see a little bit of the front, but not much.
I'm mostly checking to see if the kids are still out there.
You don't see any sign of them at the moment, but you think you hear them.
That's concerning.
Like maybe they're further off to the other side of the house, like, you know, like a little further away kind of thing.
In which case, I definitely shouldn't be able to hear them. That's what's concerning.
Yeah.
Unless they're screaming.
Right.
But you think you might hear them? Like they're just like they could almost like just kind of be sitting out like a little further away and off to the side, like just faint.
You guys want to take a short rest real fast while Ash finishes up this book?
So,
what was that, Aaron?
I thought I smelled something, but I wasn't sure. It might almost, I don't know, weird.
A rest would not be out of the question.
Yeah, let's take a short rest.
Okay, so as you guys are, you know, kind of, you know, sitting and you're resting, you know, you're still kind of looking around a little bit. You actually find in the wood carvings, you kind of feel like you see a weird indentation, and when you push into it, it opens a secret door with a staircase leading upward that is just riddled with cobwebs and dust.
Well, nobody's been up there in a while.
Ash is still ingrained back in the book. Now that the actions is over with, she's right back to the book, trying to finish it. See if there's anything of its more interest to this place in that book.
If we do take the time, are we going to get a short rest?
Yes, you will get a short rest if you take the time.
Okay. Because if Ash is going to be engrossed in that book, we need to wait until she's done with that before we move anywhere anyway.
Okay.
Yep.
So I am taking my rest.
After about another probably 30 minutes pass, Ash, you kind of come to the conclusion, like, it's so weird. Like, there's enough hints of truth there to these summoning rituals and curses, but as far as you can tell, this has to be just, like, batshit crazy, just crap thrown at the wall bogus theory. Like,
okay, guys,
you're not sure if it's because you flunked out, but you're pretty sure that it's not because of that. Like, you're pretty sure you remember, like, some of your classmates writing some shit that's pretty nuts, and it's about like that. Like, you're like, it doesn't seem quite right. Like, it almost doesn't feel legitimate.
Okay, guys, I did the arcane math in my head, and these summoning rituals just don't work. Clearly they were going the right direction, but I mean, they really shouldn't have been able to summon
If you've been paying attention earlier.
Say again?
I could have told you that if you've been paying attention earlier.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna hand her the note from Strahd.
Well,
Okay. I will read
The
it.
one that says, "You're not who summoned me, you dumbasses. I'm letting you die."
that adds up with what the book's saying. Any other hints on anything that they might have accidentally summoned in here? Can I maybe arcane check that?
You could try. Go for it.
Modified 19.
You're 90% sure that whatever they were trying to do might have been just more for the excuse of doing it than actually pulling anything off. And you definitely can tell from the descriptions that they've had practice with some of these sacrifices and rituals that they have written in and collected in this thing. But you can definitely tell that, as far as you know, nothing even could have even accidentally been summoned by this, as far as you know.
Well, sorry for the waste of time, but I can't figure anything else from this book. Other than these people are inept and really like doing creepy things.
I could have told you that just by looking at all the carvings. Come take a look at this out here. I'm gonna motion Ash towards the carvings on near the balcony.
Yeah, so as Ash looks at these carvings that should have been woodland scenes of trees and falling leaves and just tiny little animals and stuff, when you look in closer, you see the hanging corpses from the trees and the worms just bursting out of the ground beneath the trees.
You know, what kind of fucked up carpenter even accepts this job?
I want you to take a very careful look around yourself right now. Look to the sky. Where are we?
Oh, point taken.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get up for a second.
Go ahead. Ugh. I need to double check a book anyway. Sometimes it's still easier just to look stuff up in the books than it is on the PDFs. At least for me.
For the Black Drake dude wanting us to come check out a house, it's pretty been pretty much uneventful and creepy, except for, the armor that tried to eat Shadow Boy's face.
Your number's in the basement.
See, now I think it was one of those beaky helmets, and it was just trying to peck him to death now.
Don't play Dr. Helmets!
No more headbutts! No more!
I can't take the headbutt!
I'm just gonna double check and make sure I'm doing darn spellcasting right and what I've used up and what I've not. Need to update his sheet again. I mean, healing word's nice, but I can definitely see why people don't. I don't see how it's super broken. I think it's a good clinch spell when things gone completely wrong. But
that's because we have yet to run into the situation that it's useful for. Healing Word is not considered to be one of the best spells in the game because of the amount it heals. It's considered to be one of the best spells in the game because your friend just went down halfway across the field. You say one word, he stands back up.
Oh yeah, fair enough. That's generally what I think it's good for. That's why I hadn't made sure he picked it up, just for that.
That's literally what makes it so good. That is the circumstance, because in combat, trying to keep up with damage with healing doesn't usually work.
I know.
Instead, somebody goes down, hits the floor, they get 3 death saves. You wake them back up. If next time they go down, they get 3 more death saves. You've got 2 turns to get them back up, and you can do it from 30 feet away.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad spell or anything. I'm just saying, I don't feel like it's, other than a couple instances, I just don't feel like it's game breaking. thing.
It's not game breaking. It's just really good.
Yeah.
The only people who think it's game breaking are people who really want to be able to kill their party really easily.
I'm looking for it now. Let's see here.
Thankfully, we don't have a DM who wants to try to kill us for no apparent reason.
You're in the death house. You can't say that.
I take all the mahogany. It's my mahogany now.
God, he has signed our death warrant.
Right?
I stand on the throne
TPK.
of mahogany.
TPK.
I am the mahogany lord. You will all follow the way of mahogany.
For a minute, I was gonna say the way of the wood, and I was just gonna nope up out of that, but you know.
Jump away so that when the fire starts, I'm nowhere nearby.
And the cadre of Evoker Wizard shows up.
I do have to let you know. I do have to let you know. I'm probably going to have to go in a bit.
How far do we stop?
Probably
there?
about half an hour.
Okay, so we could probably do a couple more room descriptions, and then that's probably
Yeah.
it then. Okay.
Just figured I'd give you a little bit of heads up before it got closer.
Okay, so you guys, so what do you do with the secret door that you found?
I guess we check it out.
Once we've had our chance to rest, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make a check up there. I'm definitely going quietly, which will be. I'm gonna add my psionic die to that.
Okay. Go ahead and make the roll.
So that will bring it up to total of 14.
Okay, so
I almost can't roll lower than.
so you just kind of, you're stealthing up back up the stairs. You avoid all the rickety ones. You kind of, you can kind of spot them before you step on them. Let me see here. So you're brushing some cobwebs out of the way here and there, and you come up into. Are these up there too? Surely, you got.
Okay, I did make one small mistake. He doesn't have level 2 spells yet, so he just casted Healing Word twice. That's what I figured I had wrong, so sorry about that.
So we just need one picture of the map. This is backwards from where I'm at right now, please. Really? Really? Very nice. Okay, so it leads into a small hallway, and you come up to a locked door that is held shut with a padlock. What do you do?
Well, I shouldn't have too much of a problem getting the padlock open. Before I do, want to make sure, is this just a stairway that goes to a hallway that goes to a door, or is there anywhere else to go in?
There's 2 other rooms in this hallway.
I'm going to check those first because I don't want to let whatever's in that attic out until I know I have to.
You open a Okay. You open the door into a spare bedroom. This dust-choked room contained a slender bed, a nightstand, and a small iron stove, a writing desk with a stool, an empty wardrobe, and a rocking chair. A smiling doll in a lacy yellow dress sits in the northern window box, cobwebs draping from it like a wedding veil.
That's creepy. Check the other room.
This whole place is creepy.
This dusty chamber is packed with old furniture. Chairs, coat racks, standing mirrors, mannequins, and the like. There's like 8 mannequins, by the way.
I need to know. I need to know. What are the chairs made out of?
They don't say. Thank God.
Hey guys, I found some more mahogany chairs.
Nice. We'll add it to the collection.
As the DM screams into the pillow. Everything is draped in dusty white sheets. Near an iron stove, underneath one of the sheets, is an unlocked wooden trunk containing... Oh. Do you open the trunk?
Well, since I've already learned that at least one trunk in this building killed someone when they did it, I'm going to check it for traps and such first.
Okay, roll your perception.
Yeah. That's not great, so I'm going to add my psionic die to that. Brings it up to a total of 12.
Okay. As best as you can tell, it is not trapped, nor is it locked.
Okay. I'm going to spend a moment, use psionic recovery to get one of my dice back. I can do that once per short rest. And then I'm going to go ahead and open it up quietly.
Okay. You open it, and inside, packed in pretty tight, is the skeletal remains of what was a woman, because judging by the dress at least, and the lack in the count of the ribs. And she's also with a that is just stained. Her dress is just stained with blood, as is the bed sheet beneath her.
I think I found the mother.
I guess
What?
we start coming up the steps to see what you found.
Oh, nice. Ooh.
Yep.
Okay,
And
so
behind.
do you do anything with the remains?
I do not.
Okay.
I just let the others know I found them, and then I don't touch them. I'll let the others deal with that. Specifically the priest, who would presumably want to do some sort of last rites.
So, Darn, he looks at it. And, he's breaks out the flask of holy water, right? He said he got about a half hour.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry.
I know. But I know what we can do. So he dabbles the holy water on the body in the shape of the Tempest symbol. And this just keening wail just surrounds all of you. And a specter manifests directly behind Darn. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to call it, because it's a pretty tough fight. It's going to take probably more than the half hour we've got. And we're going to see y'all next weekend.
Okay.
Final Fantasy boss.
Tiger!
Okay.
I am looking forward to this. This is actually one of the worst things that y'all have to deal with in the house, as far as I know.
At least it's doable.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, there we go, guys.
Don't worry, guys. We got the flaming bedroll attack. If we absolutely need to win this, we're burning this whole place down.
Just drink the God's Eye; it'll be fine, right?
Yep. Don't taste purple in a corner for a minute. We got this.
You drink it and spit it on someone's face. It's like battery acid.
I will let you know, at one point in one of my earlier games, I threw a small pack of specters at a bunch of third-level characters. The cleric in the party ended up with 4 maximum hit points by the time it was over.
Jesus.
4.
Wow.
These things, if they get, and now mind you, that was a couple of critical hits. They got really lucky on her, but that they have some beef. Specters do, so
Yeah.
warning everybody: be careful. Don't take that casual.
Yeah, this should be a pretty challenging fight, I think. Certainly compared to the armor.
Hey, no, after the life-sucking Revenant, I ain't taking nothing that goes life, goddammit.
Yeah, that Revenant roll, that is just
Yeah,
glorious.
fuck that noise.
That was really good.
I'm about to have a ghost complex.
I mean, you guys probably all do have a complex of some sort at this point with all the shit y'all have seen in the last, like, week. What the hell? Nightbot, fuck you, seriously. Apparently Nightbot doesn't even care about one set of cats.
I put mahogany in all caps. I didn't like it.
Thank you, Nightbot! For once you did your job!
So apparently on the banned word list is mahogany in the chat. Oh god.
No, because it was all caps. That's what it was.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
Mahogany is hate speech now. There's nothing can be done about it.
Even the cat knows. She had to come back in here to go smite you. Alright, everybody. It was a good stream. I'm glad you all came to watch us. We will be back probably about 1 p.m. Eastern on next Sunday. So, barring any catastrophes. Or unless you end up taking a break for a week. I don't know for sure, but we'll get there.
And we'll be able to jump right into the fight next time.
Exactly. Yeah. We've got our first real battle in the house